everybody, welcome back to another live watch along on the channel. Yeah, it's been a while. It has certainly been a while. Yeah, apologies, last 2 weeks just been busy. Thursdays and Fridays nights. Yeah, I've just had to come home late, but we're all good. We're back for Easter Thursday night, Brisbane versus Collingwood. Apologies if you did tune into the Swans versus Hawthorn stream 2 weeks ago from now. I was ready to go, and then my computer crashed and my internet crashed, so I had to can the stream. And yeah, just been having a bit on, but we're back. We're good to go. Should be hopefully a close contest, this one. Both sides are riddled with personnel issues. No Pendlebury and no Darcy Moore, of course, for Collingwood. And as we all know, Brisbane have a few key outs still with Harris Andrews, and 𝐓𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐻 is yet to come back from injury as well. And then I flick on the telly about 15 minutes ago, and it just says the banner right on the screen, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 is out. So that is a humongous out for the Pies. I think at this rate, to be honest, they'll head into this one, I think, Collingwood with a nothing to lose mentality. Like, this is almost a free hit to the stumps now. But, geez, it is a humongous out. He's such an important player to how they play 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. And I can't remember the last time they played without him, so yeah, I'll be interested to see how they fare, but as we say again, it's almost nothing to lose for the Pies. I think Craig McRae will fire them up, and they match up against Brisbane well. They play in Brisbane quite well too. They won at this venue last year, so I'm hoping this will be a good contest. So of course the Pies haven't been the most complete product, lacking some connection going inside 50, but they could be a side on the build, and that's the same with Brisbane too. Starting to get some sort of players back in, and Bailey was massive in their win against the Saints last week too. But should be a good contest. Running premiers versus the last team to win a premiership that wasn't Brisbane in a way. But hopefully everybody's going well. As oh my goodness, Reese, mate, Reese, thank you very much. But you don't have to gift all those memberships, man. That I really appreciate it. But take care of yourself, by the way. Yeah, geez, that's crazy. I really appreciate it, man, but you didn't have to. 50, Christ. Well, I might have to get a steak with 2 mushrooms on the top at a fancy restaurant this weekend or something, mate. Oh, thank you very much. Nah, appreciate it, man. Fingers slip. Oh, no. You don't have to if you don't need to, man. I appreciate it, but yeah, just not needed. But no, I really appreciate your generosity. I don't know why this viewers thing is in a different bloody font. What the bloody hell is going on there? Hold on a sec, I can change the font. Can I? I don't know why, it's just like some Word document font. Let's just try this. I don't know why it's changed. Bit weird. Anyways, it's whatever. But yeah, if you just joined us, better get underway for this hopefully good Easter Thursday contest. Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me just. There we go. Got the sound on. How's it going, Alex? Welcome, mate. I'm in Bali. Oh, good to hear, my friend. About to head to an Aussie sports bar for the game. Oh, good to hear, mate. All the best. No, thanks for stopping by. Reese, oh, that's pretty unlucky, Taj. I mean, I don't even think we've got 50 people in the stream at the minute, and they've, for some reason, the automatic system has assigned the memberships to people that aren't even in the stream. So that's actually quite unlucky. Sorry to hear that, Taj, mate. Yeah, you can do one for by paying up if you want. No, I'm only joking. Up the line, spank him. Oh, we'll see what happens. Free. I mean, yeah, like 𝐓𝐴 is a massive out. But Collingwood's defence, I think, held up pretty well so far this year. Watching them play. They've got a very formidable back six. Defend well as a team. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Can they move the ball with some efficiency? They're moving the ball with a bit of pace. I thought they showed that in spades last week against the Giants. They killed them going back the other way. We'll see what happens. But yeah, there's 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 up in the box. Yeah, I think it was a calf complaint or something. So there you go. 50 subs as well. I think it does. I'll have to find the GIF. That's the inanimate carbon rod. Let me find it. Yeah, but good to have your company, gents. If you just joined, long weekend, nothing better. Kicking off with a hopefully a jam-packed action round of football. Jam-packed round of football. Yeah, pronounce that right. Pictures, where is it? Trying to find it. Here it is. Hey, there we go. That's for 50. Can you hear the pom-poms out? I think he's been pretty decent on Fox Footy. I haven't mind some of his commentary. Oh, we might... Hey, no, it's fine. Scotty, mate. Yeah, no, you lucky. You lucky boy, J45. No, I really appreciate it again, 𝐼𝐶𝐶, mate. Yeah, no, there's been a couple of cash cows like yourself that have come on the stream over the past few years, mate. I remember one chap just came on and wow, dropping $50 notes like it was nothing. No, but I really appreciate it. Port so bad, yeah, geez. No, fair enough on your pessimism, man. I thought they'd be a lot better, but yeah, they're looking quite off the ball a bit. And that was always the issue for them. Past the top line is the depth and quality really fades away. And, you know, no Bergman, no Rosie were pretty big outs in their head out last week. Anyway, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Pies taking on the Lions, and we're underway. First stream in 2 weeks. It feels like forever, and 𝐼𝐻𝐿 get the first centre clearance here for Brisbane. Finds Cam Rayner just outside forward 50. And they'll now go the first inside 50 towards the pocket. And Lohmann with the one paw, if you don't mind. Chance to kick the first right away. You might be very very softly hearing the Leo Barrow star commentary. I don't know why it's playing. I've got my desktop audio like turned off. I don't know where it's coming from. So you're just going to keep on hearing that. Anyway, Kai Lohmann. Oh, what a start for the Lions. He's kicked one already inside 30 seconds, basically. Brisbane off to a good start. First centre clearance, first inside 50, first mark inside 50, first kick from the inside 50, and the first goal, just like that. No, I appreciate it, Reece, mate. Well, you know, Brisbane, powerful midfielders, you all know, and they went out of the centre, and that is going to be a troublesome area for the Pies tonight. You know, their centre bounce work's been a bit of an issue so far this season. They were a lot better at it last week against the Giants, but with no Nick, it's going to hurt them. Lohmann with the first. Right, so ball back in the middle here. Darcy Cameron in the ruck. So Oscar Steen, very good debutant last week against the Giants. Definitely showed his powers in the centre bounce with his leaping ability. But Cameron is starting the ruck. Now Jack Crisp, a nice little side step. He lowers his eyes inside 50. A big spore from 𝐼𝐻𝐿. Great game against the Saints last week. Ball trickles outside here towards the wing. Jared Berry gives the hands to 𝐼𝐻𝐿. A left-footed kick in towards the corridor. Lohmann offload hand pass to Cam Rayner. Wants to find the corridor with the kick, and it's a beauty. He finds Zach Bailey. Second game of the season for him. What does he find inside 50? He's going to pump it deep towards the pocket. It's a good-looking kick here for Charlie at the back. Roving is Logan Morris. Hands it into space here for Lohmann. He wears a high tackle, and it's going to be sucked in by the umpire. High contact free going Kai Lohmann's way. Oh, no, sorry, it's a ball up. Grass, I heard the whistle. Oh, no, it is. It is. Yeah, no, it is high. I thought it was a ball up. Off the fairies a bit. Yeah, I mean, he did duck. It's one of those sort of tricky to call situations where 𝐼𝐻𝐿 did get him high, but he did duck. Lohmann around the corner, won't miss. Oh, just sneaks it in, to be fair. Well, he's got two, and Brisbane have got two. Good start for them. Geez, like Leo Barry sound effects getting a bit of a workout. How about that? Well, they'll be happy with this start so far, Brisbane. Some nice bounce from half back there. Now, it was a good option from Cam Rayner too, going back through the corridor. Finding Zach Bailey leads to a goal. Oh, and Reese has given another 20. Oh, mate, really appreciated it. Really do. You're too kind, my friend. Anyway, turnover here, side bottom, back the other way. Inside 50 here for Collingwood, but it's not a great entry. Mopping up is 𝘼𝐻𝐼𝐻. First game of the season for him with these Brisbane casualties. Chips it here towards Jasper Fletcher. And he finds Lachie Neale here at halfback. So back here now to 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻. They're just taking their time here, Brisbane, and will look for the switch. 𝘼𝐻𝐼𝐿 𝐴𝐷𝐼. And now to Zach Bailey. Now towards the wing. And it's not a great kick here. It's got to be picked up from Jeremy Howe. Now, what can Collingwood do here off the turnover? Short kick, and now the handball received. Finds Braden Maynard. Bit of a wobbly old kick, and that's going to be last disposal. Rule out. And he copped a bit of a nasty hit on the leg, but he's back up on his feet. Seems to be okay. 𝘼𝐻𝐼𝐻 in possession once again. Goes back here to Darcy Wilmot. I'll have to gift you a pint or something, Reese, mate. No, I really appreciate it once again. Anyway, long switch here. The Bruce Rebel. He started the season pretty well, I tell you, Bruce. He's really now starting to solidify himself in the team. I know he played in the grand final last year. Oh, geez, but with kicks like that. Bart, turnover. Sullivan picks it off. Hands it to Dan McStay. Should go. And he does. They'll take that, Collingwood. That's a bad turnover in the back half from Brisbane, but they'll gladly collect that one, the Pies. Well, that's the commentator's curse for you right there. I just praised Bruce Revel, saying he's really holding down his spot in the team, showing some impact, and then he does a kick like that. Well read from Sullivan, and loops the hands to McStay, finishes on his preferred. So 1 goal plays 2. Favour of the home team. Jeez, that Leo Barrier star is an absolute beauty of a sound, isn't it? Ball back in the middle here. Nope. A bit of a friendly fire. Ford and Neale crashing into each other. Rowan Steele now. That's a good forward hand pass to find Sullivan. Now to Jordan 𝐼𝐻𝐼𝐻. Breaks a tackle, but he drops the ball. That's holding the pill. 𝐸𝐸 off the turnover. Quickly goes here through the corridor to find Zach Bailey. On his left shoots. A bad entry. Well picked off from Billy Frampton. Can he have a big night tonight? Jags is kicked towards the win. It's a nice kick to find Will Hayes into the side tonight, the small forward. And now they work the ball here, Collingwood, towards the closer wing to 𝐸𝐿 now. Can he measure the kick inside 50? Can't get it to McStone, the full. 2-on-2 here, and the ball trickles out for a forward 50 stoppage. Oh, average, mate. You're lucky. You're lucky, lad. Yeah, geez, Reese has cashed out 70 gifted, if you don't mind. Do people, if they're not on the stream, get like a notification on their phone saying you've been gifted a membership or something? Maybe they do. I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully going well, players. Guy, by the way, welcome. Yeah, geez, you're missing out on all the fun, mate. 70 gifted. Jasper Fletcher, that could be ball, and it will be. Good pressure there from Collingwood. They'll get a free kick here inside 50. It's going to be credited, I think, to McStay, and it will be. Well, this is what we said in the tipping video. Collingwood can bring elite forward half pressure, and there you go. They get the gather from the stoppage there. Jasper Fletcher, but 2 players on him right away. Yeah, no, definitely holding the ball there. He's kicked 4 goals straight this season, yet to register behind McStay. Loman's kicked 2 at one end, and McStay has kicked 2 at the other. How about this? Good response here from Collingwood. It's 2 goals each. I usually get emails when okay, there you go. Yeah, I'm assuming you get like some sort of notification, so hey. Yeah, you know. Oh, good little response here from Collingwood. 2 in a row their way. Full pressure in spades there. And Allen with also the assisted tackle, but credited to McStay. as it was his free. So 2 goals each for both sides. Ball back in the middle here. Ford and Cameron. Darcy Ford does well at ground level. Dishes the out to Berry. Now 𝐼𝐻𝐿 works the hands forward here. Nice hand pass again. Dane Zorko on the handball receive. Goes deep to the square. And has it gone out of the way? I think it has. Wow, Dane Zorko, the 37-year-old man, still doing it. Jeremy Howe's complaining that he did touch it, or he might have been a block. Is it either appealing for the free or for the touch? Now, unfortunately, Charlie Cameron has hurt himself on trying to protect the ball from going through. Yeah, Darcy Ford did well there at ground level, and Brisbane again shifts some nice hand passes. Bailey to Dane Zorko, can't let that man free. He's 37, but he's still got a bit of pace. So let's see this again. Yeah, Cameron. I mean, to be fair, Cameron does contest the ball, I'd say, so I wouldn't really think that would be a block free kick. But Dane Zorko on the score sheet. There you go. Always like it when a defender gets on the score sheet. Ball back in the middle here. Ashcroft gets a high contact free his way. So going to be his pill, and Brisbane will get another repeat entry here. He'll angle his kick. And that's all Dan Houston, but the ball was... No, it's going to be paid a mark. It was punched out of his mitts basically right away, but going to be paid an intercept mark. So Dan Houston, he's had a good start to the season, Houston. Plenty of talk from Craig McRae. They really want to get the ball more in this guy's hands. Rowan Steele now to Jordan 𝐸. Lowers the eyes, and that's a well-measured kick to find Will Hayes. And the hands are nice to Ed Allen. Over the top here. Oh, McCree, bit of a bad fumble, but he has time to recover. Oh, too much hang time on that hand pass. That's a bad turnover. Brisbane now can go the other way. Oh, Loman wasn't paying attention, but Ashcroft still alert. Gets the intercept. Kicks now towards the wing. That's in favour of Logan Morris. Hemmed in within the boundary line. Does keep it in. Twisting, turning. He goes back here to James Tunstall into the side with some casualties Brisbane's way. And now Collingwood works some nice hands. Maynard, a bit of a danky old kick forward. It's no good. And picked off from Ryan Lester, who's had a great start to the season, Lester. Massive game on Charlie Cameron a few weeks ago. Kitty Coleman playing in defence tonight. Out across here to Levi Ashcroft. A massive game last week. And now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 on the end of this one. We'll just hack it long down the line. Oscar Allen can fly for this one. Does well to bring it to ground for Rayner. It's a great tackle from Perryman. You think going to be doing the job on Rayner tonight. Good contest from both teams. Ball up here on the far wing. See, I think Cameron just got a bit of a... Yeah, hitting the kidney or something like that. Kicking the ribs. So, ball in. After this game finishes, I'll go... Yeah, no, fair enough, Reece, mate. Yeah, no, the grind never stops, mate, with the YouTube editing. Boundary throw in here. Steen, gets the hit out, but Brisbane do retain the ball. Lever Ashcroft flicks a hand pass back out onto the outer wing, and now back here to Jasper Fletcher. Just a high kick towards the edge of 50. Morris flies, can't take the mark. Off hands now. Perriman gets it forward. Ed Allen on the end of this one. And it's just another bit of a grubbery kick. They've had a few of those, the Pies, so far. Kitty Coleman, clean spin move, just gets the hand pass out. Zach Bailey back here to Levi Ashcroft. It's a nice kick. We'll find Lincoln McCarthy on the wing and just settle things down. I've just woken up from an up and seen Dacos is out, brought the... Oh, Graz. Oh, geez, that's rough, mate. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. That's the harsh thing with Supercoach, especially like if you, let's say, have work or something and you see you laid out, it can, yeah, completely stitch you up. Lipinski can't, yeah, it's not really a great kick, to be honest. Revel was all over it. Turnover here for Brisbane once again. Oscar Allen through the corridor. Brisbane work at inside 50. Logan Morris marks. It's a good inside 52. Well taken. Yeah, no, sorry to hear that, Graz, mate. Never should have went to bed and ended up having a 2 and out. Oh, was it one of those ones where you just shut your eyes and then bloody it's already 2 hours later? I've never really been much of a nap guy, to be honest. It's weird having like sort of early like evening naps, because you think it's like midnight and you wake up, it's like 6 o'clock. It's like, geez, you know. Anyway, Logan Morris, can he thread the needle here for 2 in a row for the Lions? He sure can. That's a lovely kick. So the Lions, we have to see behind so far. Yeah, no, fair enough. 𝐓𝐴𝐴 going well, my friend, over 42. Not sure what you mean, 42 points this quarter. Or... So yeah, no, I think the Pies showing a bit of grit, but yeah, geez, a few of their kicks as of late haven't been too great. A few shallow entries and not really advantageous towards teammates. I mean, that was just a bad kick from 𝐵𝐴𝐴. I couldn't see who that was. I think it was Hayes. Just doesn't really have any sort of leverage to mark that one. And Brisbane get the turnover in a good spot. Working inside 50 nicely. And yeah, no, they're a very good ball-moving side, Brisbane. Showcase there. And Morris with his first tonight. 4 goals straight, plays 2 goals. Ball back in the middle here. Will Ashcroft gets a little mini centre clearance, only as far as Steeny gets the hands out to Houston. Back across here to 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐿𝐴 𝐶𝐞 And a high ball once again. And oh, how about that? Great mark from Tim Membry. He's got a short 445 option on of Rowan Steele, and he uses him. Jamie Elliott with a short lead, doesn't want to go to him. Houston as a wraparound option, doesn't want to go to him either. So he'll just do the classic bomb it high inside 50, but all there is really Sam Draper flying for that one. 𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴 couldn't get himself up. Sammy Draper. The new recruit, he's had a slow start to his Brisbane tenure, which is fair enough. He's battled some injury. Anyway, Collingwood are back here. Front half turnover their way. Back inside 50 from Maynard. Elliott in a good spot. Oh, somehow it's landed in 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐴's mitts, and he just whacks it back the other way. Good to be coming back at will. Oscar Steen with a nice intercept mark. I've got to get the names right. There's Rowan Steele and Oscar Steen. They're both similar surnames. Houston now, hands an inboard here to Jeremy Howland, who's not preferred. Another repeat entry here for Collingwood. Draper can fly. Looks like it's going to be a free here. And it was a holding for Jamie Elliott. Yeah, he's going to get a free kick here directly in front. Yeah, no, it's a bad free kick to give away there from 𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴. Didn't really need to hold Jamie Elliott around the waist. So, yeah, should be 3 goals straight here. Still yet to see behind Jamie Elliott. Goals. 4 goals, plays 3. Feel like it's because I'm getting to that age. That's why I love him. Only 25. Yeah, well, I'm almost 20. Oh, a few years away from 25 myself. But, yeah, maybe I'll cherish naps more myself when I get a bit older. Again, it's just another long inside 50 there from Collingwood. Nothing fancy. And yeah, just a bad free to give away there from 𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐿𝐴. Didn't really need to do it when they had Draper in the hole with the mismatch. How's it going, well, Marco? Welcome, mates. Which team's looking strong? Oh, it's still early days, to be fair. I mean, Brisbane's showing a bit of potency going forward. And just like that, bang, with a nice delivery there from Lincoln McCarthy, finding Oscar Allen. Yeah, they're winning out in the middle really well here, Brisbane. I mean, might as well have a look at the centre bounce numbers. Well, it's 4 each, to be fair, but they are getting a few scores from those centre bounces, as this one here again, potentially Oscar Allen lining up. Had a goal assist just before. Can he get his first tonight? Obviously recruited from the West Coast Eagles. Kicks on its way. It's a nice kick. Still yet to see behind. Still yet to see behind. Oops. 3 goals straight. Plays 5 goals straight. But yeah, like Sam Draper as well, he's also had a bit of a slowish start to his time with the Lions. He looked quite rusty, especially against the Swans. But he's starting to get going now, you'd say. Oh, I appreciate the $5, Macca, mate. Really, nah. Too kind, my friend. Really appreciate your generosity. And well, just again, Brisbane winning out of the middle through Sam Draper. Fort tackled right away. 450 stoppage here for the Lions. Fort and Cameron doing the ruck work. Cameron with the head out only as far as Bailey crushing through. And it's a bit of an inaccurate kick, but he puts it towards the pocket. And there'll be another 450 stoppage upcoming here for the Lions. So 8 inside 50s each for both teams. I think, yeah, Brisbane showing a bit more quality going forward. Collingwood have been able to get some goals and punish off Brisbane's mistakes. So they're showing definitely some threats going forward too. Ed Allen now dishes over here to Jordan 𝐸 as not preferred. It's well read there from Jasper Fletcher against Hayes. Gives the quick hands to Berry. Will leave 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, excuse me, on the end of that one. Inside 50. Oh, James Tunstall, what a mark. He wasn't even in front position for that, but just crushes his way through. And the, well, one of the inclusions for Brisbane for this game takes a beautiful mark. Oh, I thought I showed it. Oh, I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, no, especially with, yeah, geez, the petrol issues. Well, really, the global issues, I'd say, with the petrol and the wars and etc. No, once again, appreciate the donation, my friend. James Tunstall. Let's see if he can snag this one through. He's been one of those classic Verge 23 plays where he just really can't get consistent game time. But he's going to have to kick better than that if he wants to stay in the team. There's the first point. Hooray. 5 goals, 1 plays, 3 goals straight. Houston bring it back into play. Houston now clears McStay. No, sorry, Memory couldn't take that one. Ashcroft picks it off, but Jack Crisp does the same. Darcy Cameron across here to steal side bottom. What a first half of the season he had last year. Measures the kick very nicely here to Jack Crisp. What can he now find inside 50? Goes towards the pocket, but 𝐸 the Bronx cheers up. Might be out in the full. Is it paid a mark? Nah, it's going to be out in the full. Kitty Coleman out. We'll go for the long switch here. And across to Dane 𝐸𝐴𝐸. 𝐸𝐸𝐸 now will try and measure the kick towards the wing. A bit too much for Berry, but the spore's clever. Hits it out to the outnumber here of Kai Lohman. Keeps it in. Goes back inboard. Nice little selling of the candy there. Hits the short 45 to Jared Berry. Another inside 50 here for Brisbane. They're going to go deep here. Jared Berry might find the goals with this kick, but Sam Draper's in a good spot. I think it might be touched. How's it going well, Rona? Welcome, mates. Collingwood have to be the worst kicking side, retaining possession or finding space. I mean, still early days. They're showing some threats. Definitely moving the ball from the back 50, but yeah, I mean, they've had a few ordinary kicks going forward, no doubt about that. Oh, Sam Draper, what's he doing? He's touched his own teammate's kick for goal. It's one of those classic scenarios. Another behind for Brisbane. But that's a clever ball there from Jared Berry. Knew he had a man on him. Houston now. A nice kick out of the 50 to find Jeremy Howe. Now Jordan 𝐸. Collingwood down the line they go. McStay arriving late there as Jack Crisp, but pushed over the line from Kitty Coleman. Another ball in here. Darcy Fort Good's pushed out very well from 𝐼𝐶 𝐐ameron. The two Darcys going at it. Inside 50, the Pies go. Nice little row from Membry. Surprised he wasn't pinned for holding the ball there. They get the rebound, though, Brisbane, and Darcy fought again. What a grand final he had last year, eh? Darcy fought. Finds a bit of space with Dunkley. Oh, Dunkley finds a bit of space to get on the end of it. Now Darcy Wilmot runs for the handball receive. It's a short kick to Sam Draper. And we'll go towards the pocket. It's a lovely kick. Brisbane really starting to nail some targets inside 50. James Tunstall on the end of another mark inside 50. Draper still in teammates' goals. Yeah, no, it's one of those classic ones where you just didn't need to touch it. No, appreciate it, Marker, mate. Nah, enjoy calling the games. I mean, the Swans one is where I get a bit more nuff. Comments are related to most games, not today, just like every other game, unless we run it through hands down. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, watching them, they haven't been the most complete product so far, Collingwood. 5 goals, 3 now. He's at the post Tunstall. But yeah, like going inside 50, I think watching them, they've been quite hit and miss. Really liking the spark of Bobby Hill as well. Like, he can really do some clever things in their front half too. Yeah, you know, 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and Member are battling in the minute, and obviously Buller got dropped the other week ago too. Yeah, we're good to hit out against the Eagles tomorrow, I reckon, Macca. I mean, the Swans play really well in Perth. I don't think we've lost there in about 5 years, but it's going to be a tough one. Eagles, no doubt the morale will be pretty high. Tim Membry now. Now, can they find a mark here? Jamie Elliott, not a bad target to go to. He can punch above his weight in the air, but defended nicely from Wilmot. Lines work the hands, bear around the corner. Oh, good commitment there from Darragh Joyce. Oscar Allen arrives to help. We'll just wear a Josh Dacos tackle. Oh, geez, hold the ball. I think that one's a bit harsh, but yeah, probably didn't attempt to really get rid of it. Josh Dacos has had a real good start to the season. 𝐓𝐶 takes it. There we go. There we go. That's a very strong mark. We've seen a few ones from Brisbane down the other end too. And just Ned Long comes off with the blood rule. Well, he can always fly for some good balls down, 𝐓𝐶. And chance can make it 3 goals in the quarter for him. And 4 goals straight for Collingwood. Yeah, I just don't really think Oscar Allen attempted to get rid of the ball. That's probably why he was pinned. Long ball inside 50 from Collingwood. And, yeah, no, he was just in a good, simply better spot than what Draper was. He couldn't get there in time. Oh, he's going the non-preferred snap. Let's see if he can go here to make it his 3rd. No good. Hits it too short. That's Collingwood's first behind. Yeah, he had a very good game last week. Some of his centre-bounce work was fantastic. But it is interesting, though, because it's like 𝐼𝐶 𝐐ameron's an absolute workhorse, and he had about, I think, just under 70% time on ground, not even half of the ruck contest last week. So whilst it'd be great in the centre bounce, you want to still give 𝐼𝐶 𝐐ameron the load of the ball ups, you'd think, or the ruck contest. Oh, geez, what a tackle from Jeremy Howe. Throw it in. Hope to go well, Nathaniel. Welcome, mate. 2:52 till quarter time. 3 goals, 1 place, 5 goals, 3. So, not a bad start to this game. Both sides showing some threats. I think Brisbane have shown a bit more quality going inside 50. That probably has been the difference. Pushing the back, geez, you don't need that free kick term in quite a while. 𝐐ameron now will give the hands here to Josh Dacos. Another possession for him towards the edge of 50. Good sprawl there from Ryan Lester. And ball goes over for another ball in. Another ball in here. Oh, jeez. It's one of those technical ones where it's actually going to be a 𝐼𝐻𝐿 rule free. So it's going to be Brisbane's ball instead. Neil, short kick here, not 15 for Ashcroft. Back to Lachie Neale. Across here to Dane Zorko. Has to go quickly here. Down the spine. Big spall from how only as far as Logan Morris. Oop, hospital hand pass to Levi Ashcroft. Just gets the hands out, but that cleanliness from Lachie Neale on the run now. It's a good short kick to find Cam Rayner. Just outside 50 here. Over the top. Oh, hard running from Lachie Neale. That's exceptionally done in that passage of play from the two-time Brownlow medalist. And can he go back here and slot this through? So Lachie Neale, it's going to be a tough kick here, right from the boundary. Plays on, increases his angle, and he's at the woodwork. So a few behinds in a row here for Brisbane. 5 goals 4, plays 3 goals 1. Dan Houston now, long down the line. Draper, he's making a good impact early on here. Another intercept mark his way against 𝐼𝐻𝐿 𝐐ameron. Back inside 50, Draper does go. Who can fly here? Logan Morris got his mitts on it, and he gets his mitts on it again. Rayner hunts a ground ball, but instantly swamped by 3 Pies defenders. Ball up here again. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, lads, if you've just joined. Brisbane versus the Pies, Thursday night footy, nothing better. The kick-off for Easter weekend, 4:50 stoppage here. I think that's going to be a block 𝐼𝐻𝐿 𝐐ameron's way. No, it's the other way. That's an interesting one, because it looked like 𝐼𝐻𝐿 𝐐ameron wasn't able to get to that ball up, because he was sort of blocked out of it. We'll see this again. And still side bottom lost his boot. Putting it back on now. So it's going to be a free here for Oscar Allen. Lining up from a slight angle, 30 out. 2 touches, 2 marks and a goal. Slotted home. One earlier this quarter, of course. Can he make it his second? 36 seconds and counting left in this first term. To get the margin out to 21 points. And a bit of a wobbly kick initially, but it sails home through, right through the middle. And Brisbane, after a few behinds, get a snag. Is anyone else noticing on Fox Footy they've got the Coles goal, the Bunnings build-up, the Harvey Norman replay? Jeez, it's all happening. Christ, how many more sponsorships do they need? See, I think it was a ruck infringement free, and Oscar Allen will gladly take that, snag it through. Lachie Neale now. Another centre clearance to him. Inside 50. It's not a great kick and picked off nicely from Jeremy Howe, but 10 seconds to go. I don't think there'll be much left in this quarter to scream about. 𝐐ameron out wide here to find Rowan Steele. Short kick finds Lachie Schultz, and they'll do it for the first term. 6 goals 4, plays 3 goals 1 in favour of Brisbane, so they've had a hot start. I think, big difference this quarter is probably the golf and quality going inside 50. Pies have tended to blast it long inside 50, whilst Brisbane have been able to lower their eyes and hit some nice targets. But still somewhat of an even game territory-wise. 14 inside 50s to 13. Clearance is dead even at 9, but the contested all, Brisbane are winning it much better on the inside with plus 11 their way, and that's a big difference. 6 marks inside 50 to 1 the Pies' way. So I think that's a bit of a telling tale, hence the margin at quarter time. But it was always going to be a bit of a tricky one for Collingwood heading into this game tonight. How will they fare without Nick Daicos? You can definitely tell they're off a beat or two without him. Dan Houston's had some nice disposal here or there, and Jack Crisp was out on charge his way through, but no Daicos is no Daicos. For Brisbane, I think it's just a bit of the usual. Ashcroft, Neil through the middle, Zach Bailey. They're on, Neil and Ashcroft are on 8 touches. Zach Bailey's on 7. Darcy Wilmot on 6. Houston on 6. Dunkley, 𝐴𝐿𝐼 also on 6. Clearance leaders, side bottom with 2. Ned Long with 2. Darcy Cameron 2. Bailey 2. And Ashcroft 2. Metres gain leader, Dane Zorko with 224. Intercept possessions, 3 for Ryan Lester. Oscar Steen with a couple. The second gamer with 2. Score involvements, a bunch of players on 3 with the likes of Zorko, Rayner, Morris, McStay, Lohman. Inside 50s, 3 for Draper. Yeah, Draper's had a real good start to this game, definitely showing his presence in the air. Few grabs around the ground. Zach Bailey also 3 inside 50s. Contested possession leader, Will Ashcroft with 5, so getting his mitts on it for sure. But yeah, 14 to 13 inside 50s. Clearance is basically the same. Plus 11 contested for the Lions, and yeah, 6 marks inside 50 to 1 their way. Too early days to be fair, Macca, but yeah, they're definitely looking not necessarily lost, but definitely beat off without Nick. No Nick feels like it's going to hurt some confidence midfield flow, although we're having moments that shows no, exactly right. I think Collingwood's still showing some threats moving the ball between the arcs, but yeah, the inside 50 I think collectively has been the issue really from everybody, just those long bombs, not really lowering the eyes. But although McStay's probably been one of Collingwood's best players, 2 goals, had that nice grab inside 50. But yeah, I think what has hurt them is a few of those shallow entries, and then Brisbane are able to go back the other way and make them pay. 6 goals, 4 for themselves, and they had a few gettable shots hitting the post and etc. They could be up by probably a bit more, to be honest. Already 10 scoring shots to 4. I think both teams are just wish they were setting half course, mate. You know, who want to win grand finals? You could get belted in them instead. Christ. No, I always have to stitch up my own side. Jeez, I know Nick Dacos is a high caliber player, but Christ. I think they've shown it about, at least 10 times that quarter that he's up in the box. But no, I think because it's really that massive about, they're just going to keep on banging on about it in the commentary call. How's it going well, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, my friend. But still feels like it's a bit of a wide-open game. Collingwood down by 21. I don't think they'll be too discouraged by that. They're, again, only narrowly losing the inside 50s. I think they've got to show a bit more poise going inside 50. Definitely will help them. But yeah, they're just showing some shots now of him warming up. Didn't see these ones pre-game, but look, yeah, it looks like he has a bit of a limp when he was jogging. So there you go. Yeah, I saw on social media earlier this week that he was battling a bit of a cork, so there you go. Obviously, his out was definitely sourced to that problem early in the week. The players getting back in positions underway for the second term. 6 goals, 4 plays, 3 goals, 1. Rightio, underway for the second term. Oh, how about that? There you go. There's the hit out from Steen. Beautiful to 𝐴𝐥𝐿, and they get the centre clearance here. Collingwood, Jack Crisp. Good first quarter, but pushed out way too easily there from Lever Ashcroft. Failed to keep his balance. There we go. Stopwatch is working now. Well, Ashcroft now towards the wing. And touch ball, mark from 𝐓𝐿 𝐿𝐴, but they quickly work their hands here. Brisbane, Dane Zorko in board here to Will Ashcroft. Now inside 50 towards the pockets. It's a good kick. Finds Logan Morris. How on earth did he have all that space? But yeah, definitely moving with some pace as well. The Lions, those quick hand passes, saw a bit out in the first term. Let's see this again from Jack Crisp. Yeah, just lost his footing. I thought way too easily there. You got to work for the subs, Ryan, mate. Got to work for them. I always appreciate anybody dropping by the stream, of course. Logan Morris, can he slot this? He kicked a beauty in the first term, but he's put that out in the full basically right away. Out in the full. There it is. Look to no hope. So Houston will take the kick. Going to go long down the line here. It's a nice kick. Finds Jordan 𝐴𝐿𝐴. Had a good start to this game. 𝐴𝐿𝐴 getting his mitts on it. Short to 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴, not 15. Backtracks here to Braden Maynard. And now a kick towards the wing. Should find Jack Crisp, and he does. Wants to find the corridor, but then instead goes and keeps it on the boundary to find Ed Long. Just gets the kick away. High ball up here inside 50. Cameron resting forward. Leicester just gets the hands out, but it's a bad hand pass, but well read from Charlie Cameron backing up, and it's a good smother from Jamie Elliott to lock the ball in here for Collingwood in their forward 50. Yeah, no, you come across as a bit of a natural, Macca, mate. Might have to give you the blue wrench if you keep it up. Darcy Cameron grabs out of the ruck. Had long tackled instantly by Coleman. Looking a lot more sharper out there, 𝐓𝐿𝐴 Coleman in defence tonight. Another ball up here. Cameron gets the head out. Bobbles off a few. Ford, gets the clearing kick. Morris couldn't take it. Well defended from Maynard. Now, was that off a knee or off a leg? It's going to be off a leg, apparently. Jack Crisp will take the free here. Oh, that was clever from Crisp, the little fake kick, but the kick's no good. Only as far as 𝐓𝐿𝐴 Coleman. And we'll go back here to Leicester. It's a bit... you always love to see the selling the candy, but it was a bit of a weird one. He did it like almost instantly. Still caught out his opponent, to be fair. Oh, Leicester, that's a terrible kick out in the full. Just couldn't get that backspin there. Geez, Billy Frampton isn't happy. He wants the ball back right away. Complaining to the crowd. Frampton now will reload here for Collingwood. Who can fly here? Off a few hands. Jasper Fletcher clears it back the other way. And a bit fortuitous. Falls right to Logan Morris. Drops the mark. Gives it back to Will Ashcroft. Just gets the kick away here to his brother of Levi. And measures the kick over the top nicely to find Logan Morris. This time he does mark. Oh, geez, that's the most obvious playing for a 50-minute penalty. Oh, geez, for a sec I thought the umpire's actually going to pay it. Christ. Could you imagine if they did there? Jeez Louise. Go yourself, we're going well, mate. So Brisbane changing the angles here, switching it up towards the closer wing, Bruce Revel. Now, oh geez, clever kick. It looked like it was going long, but he cuts it towards the boundary line to find all on his own. Lincoln McCarthy, and now deep towards the pocket here. High ball up. Well defended from Frampton. Carries the ball over. Punched the ball over, I should say. Okay, so I already knew that, mate. You didn't have to remind me. Love you too. Jeez, what's with the W's in the stream in the minute? Houston, oh, geez, now that's come off as... Oh, you're kidding me. So they're going to call that deliberate. But the thing was, I don't think it was a deliberate act. Okay, so he was outside the 9-metre zone and Houston socketed it through. I didn't think that was his fault, though. Because it sort of looked accidental. Geez, that's a harsh free to give away. Lohmann should go. He does. He's got his third. I mean, no, he's missed. No, he's missed. Well, that's probably a bit of justice because I just didn't feel that was probably a deserved free. Geez, it's caught out the Fox footy scoreboard. Look at them. They've got 7 goals for. 𝐼𝐻𝐿 scoreboard gets it right, eh? $1 billion industry can't even get this scoreboard right, Christ almighty. Look at me pump up my own tyres. Dunkley goes in hard. Brisbane win the ball back here in the front half. Bailey drops a kick short, unable to take it. Perryman back here to 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Now Collingwood, can they work the hands here? They're under a bit of pressure. Sullivan instantly tackled from 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Umpire's ball. Yeah, I think he sort of just tried to do a little light socket back to Billy Frampton there, Houston, but he was kind of pushed into the kick. Maynard now over the top here to Perryman. The tap, well, it was clever because he's under pressure, but he really coughs it up. Charlie Cameron now, what can he manufacture? Lowers his eyes. It's a good kick. Chasing towards the drop of the ball is Lincoln McCarthy. His second game in a long time too, let's remember. No, sorry. No, his second game. Brisbane had the bye last week, that's right. No, sorry. Yeah, no, second game back. No, third game, excuse me. Played against the Swans and then the Saints last week, and now this is his third game back for the first time in a while. Jeez, these early buys confuse me. Let's see if Lincoln McCarthy can goal here. Brisbane for their first of the quarter and for the first goal of the quarter. He does. 7 goals, 5 plays, 3 goals, 1. Brisbane now starting to get a bit of ascendancy with the scoreboard pressure. Charlie Cameron on the bench there. Looks like he wore a hit after that kick. I'll back my boys in black and white. This is going to be a tough match. Well, I think the big thing is no Nick Daicos. So even with Nick, I think Collingwood, very, very good chance. They match up well against Brisbane and complacent with footy up at the Gabba. But, geez, no Nick is a humongous out. If we're talking about what players teams can't afford to lose, Nick Daicos for Collingwood have to be one of the most influential. Like that's a huge out. A bit like Errol Gordon for Sydney in a way. Well, ball back in the middle here. And crossing the line free here against Sam Draper. Going to be Steen's ball. Just one that, fair enough. So one of these classic people that come on the stream just for the betting reasons. No, you're not alone, mate. People come in here all the time just here for the bet. But no, always good to have some company. Yeah, I mean, they're a bit on the cost heading in tonight, to be fair. Like, the connection inside 50 has been one of their issues so far this season. And I think Nick's a big, one of the main architects to how they use the ball going forward. Setting up the play too, so definitely his absence showing. But I think especially with Collingwood, they're able to score in bursts. They can flick the switch, go bang, bang, bang within 5 minutes. So I think usually with how these games can work sometimes, momentum happens and they might be able to get on top for a little bit. But you'd think they'd probably want the next goal or two because scoreboard's starting to really fall out of their favour, 47-19. As how about that? Cleanliness from Zach Bailey. Bruce Rebel, deep kick inside 50. Morris, Frampton, good one-on-one contest. Frampton wins out that time, and Maynard. Oh, geez, that puts Jack Crisp under a bit of pressure with a kick like that. But he wraps round on his favoured left, and he puts out the full. Should be a bit better than that. I appreciate the subscription, Macca, mate. No, really do. All right, let's see what Leicester can manufacture here. Just going to do a old lollipop kick inside 50. Oh, geez, Draper got up early. I mean, to be fair... Wait, what? 50 metres. Yep, clear as day. Frampton there illegally holding Australian. I was going to say, surely they can't penalise Sam Draper for that. He's gone up looked like he went up early, but he still touched the ball. But it was actually holding free on Oscar Allen and then 50 metres because Collingwood just, I don't know, hand passed the ball away without knowing. Oh, yeah, now Brisbane really starting to run away with it now. 8 goals, 5 plays, 3 goals, 1. Oh, geez, running. Calling game over ready. I don't blame you, to be fair. Colin really fanning out this game. I think Brisbane around the ball really starting to strengthen. So ball back in the middle here. Couple in a row for the Lions. 8 goals, 5 plays, 3 goals, 1. Sam Draper bursting his way through. Just gets the kick away. Houston going to mop up here. Hands into the space here for side bottom. Can the Pies now work a bit of flow with their hand passing game? Rowan Steele just drops it short. A bit too short for Jamie Elliott. He keeps the ball alive for long. Over the top. That's great hands. Rowan Steele should finish, and he does. Well, he's got a goal in, I think, every single game he's played so far this season. He's been an underrated goal kicker for the Pies, and just the response they needed to get their 4th. And the Harvey Norman replay is playing in the minute. Oh, let's see what's on the Harvey Norman replay. Oh, that's a nice move from the back half there from the Pies. Working the hands. They made it look hard work at times, but still on the end of that one. But yeah, nice hands there from Ned Long too. He's definitely capable of doing that. Long can really manufacture some nice hand passes. His hand pass is great. Kicking somewhat is a letdown. But as showcased there, hand passing very good. Perfectly weighted and run still a tidy check side finish. Josh Dacos 25. Yeah, I think that's not bad, Reef. I mean, I don't know what Josh got in the first term, but it felt like he had quite a bit of it. Side bottom, poor hand pass right to Rayner, back the other way. Crushing through. Nice shepherd there from Draper as they work the hands so well, Brisbane. Zach Bailey, well, he's hit and miss with kicks for goal. Misses there. But geez, you blink and Brisbane have already completed 3 hand passes to teammates, I tell you. 8 goals, 6. Plays 4 goals, 1. Jeremy Howe. Bring it back into play. Measure the kick. Nah, not a great kick. Bruce, bit of courage there. Oscar Allen, bit too cute with a kick. Spore comes from Frampton, but only as far as Josh Dunkley. Ashcroft just gets the hands away. Crisp alert, though, for the intercept. Rowan Steele bounces like a basketball and receiving it. Jordan 𝐼𝐴, how about that? That's a better kick. Finds Jamie Elliott. What can he find now? Does he measure the kick? Yes, he does over the top to Schultz, but the kick's not great. Oh, geez. Crusher bodies there. Ty Gallop, and I couldn't see who that other player was. Rowan Steele keeps the ball alive. Fumble from Cameron. Hands it in board to Sullivan, and turnaround for Collingwood. Here we go. Potentially game on. That's nicely done. Another goal from the back half for the Pies. It was, yeah, Josh Dunkley on the wrong end of that friendly file. We'll see this again. Yeah, I think it was Ty Gallop absolutely crushing the living lights into him. Yeah, bang. Jeez, knocking out your teammate in the process. Good courage, to be fair. But well done from Steele. I think that's almost his goal as well, keeping that ball alive. This is what we want to see more from the Pies. Start winning the ball in their forward 50 more. Sullivan, quick kick, goal. Never memorised the name, so just watch a lot of footy, to be honest. Bit of a footy nerd. And Cameron wins that hit out, bursting through. Beau McCreary hits it to long, measures the kick. It looks good, but I think that's going to be a block free. Yes, it is. It looks like Kitty Coleman somewhat played for it, but he gets the free. It's against Jamie Elliott. Nah, but that was a beautiful hit out from Darcy Cameron and perfectly timed from Beau McCreary too to run through and win the centre clearance. And unlucky not to get a mark inside 50. Yeah, I'd say we'd have to see the replay again. I'm assuming Kitty sort of played for it. Neil grabs a nice mark overhead, but it was touched. So 2 in a row here for Collingwood. Somewhat game on, I'd say. Margin back to 23 points. No, I used to play Macca when growing up. Jared Berry now. Next it's the stoppage, and they work their hands here nicely, Brisbane. Berry gets the ball back. Lowers his eyes, touch from Draper, and the ball goes over. So Brisbane going a bit of a territory here for stoppages outside their forward 50. Josh has 5 touches. Jeez, I thought he had a bit more than that. Well, you never know, might go on a burst. Fort in front of Cameron gets the head out there as Josh Dacos getting a disposal. And it's going to be a high contact and advantage paid here through 𝐓𝐴 kick towards the wing. A really good sport from 𝐼𝐵 against McStay there, and the ball finds the boundary. So yeah, 𝐼𝐵, number 22, playing in defence tonight. Young key forward, if you don't know. Hey, what? Played a 10th game or something in the grand final last year, and obviously with the Brisbane key defensive casualties, he's second week in a row playing in defence. Played in defence against the Saints last week too. Lachie Neale tackles Sullivan, or McCree I should say, and ball up here. Well, it's 2 in a row to be fair, Snubs, mate, for your boys. So looks like they might be building into this game, starting to get a bit of territory forward, but not with fumbles like that from DeGoey. Neale coughs up a hand pass and a turnover here. What's going on? Jeez, a free kick off the ball here. Here's what's going on. Okay, so Zach Bailey's ball off the ball. Just realised you also Macca. Yeah, no, nothing better, mate. Yeah, so surname's McCartney, so you know Macca's just a bit easy for old Macca. It flows off the tongue, I guess, nicely. Kitty Coleman finds Will Ashcroft. All right, well, what can he find here? It's still a long way from home, basically midfield. Oh, there we go. Sells the dummy. Now goes inside 50 with a high ball. Draper, can he fly? Darcy Cameron, one of the best in the business. Dropping behind the ball. Intercept marking. Massive year last year, one of the best in Ferris. Josh Dacos with the handball receive. Up in 2 minds. Wanted to go for the handball, but instead, oh, that's a beautiful kick. Jamie Elliott finds a bit of space in the corridor. Now, things could open up here from Collingwood. DeGoey. Now to Perryman. On the build here towards half forward. 𝐼𝐵 front position, but he was nudged out nicely from McStay. He wins the ball, but Kitty Coleman there to arrive really well. And he wins his own pill. That's a great win from Kitty. Gives the hands now to Jasper Fletcher. Takes 2 bounces. A deep kick here towards an outnumber. Rayner marks, plays on, measures a dribbler, and hits the posts. Oh, jeez. Should be goaling that from that situation. Some nice movement. And how about that? That was Kitty Coleman's goal there if Rayner kicked it. Sensational win. Oh, clean pick up too. So 8 goals 7, plays 5 goals 1. So the behind starting to creep in a bit more for the Lions. As now the Pies can work it here from the back half. Beautiful kick from Frampton. Finds Elliott. Kick in the corridors, a good one. They have some numbers streaming forward here. Collingwood gives the hands. Jack Crisp into goal. Should goal. And it's a bit of a... I don't even know what that was. Did he try and go for goal? Did he try and find McStay? Wasn't a great kick. It's a minor score. Ball rushed through. Jasper Fletcher to bring it back into play. What's your background? Sydney poster, Sydney scarf, Sydney calendar. That's the 2005 Premiership poster. A few photos and stuff. That little ball, that's a AFL 5 𝐴 medicine ball. It's actually a pretty cool piece of kit. I don't know if you can see, but there's also right up the top right a Swans painted garden gnome from Floriade about, I don't know, 12 years ago or something now. Yeah, it's not a bad one. How good. Is the moon just need it? Yeah, exactly right. I think that's what's let you down, Snavs, mate. Again, I think the Pies showed a bit of that energy moving the ball from the back half in the first term, but yeah, it's just inside 50 is what's been letting them down. But, they can score their scores as quick as a flash, and they're starting to get back into this game, but not with hand passes like that. 𝐓𝐴 reads it really well. Rayner overhead, that's a great effort against Maynard, but Maynard defends it nicely. Still going at it. Rayner keeps his feet, taps it forward to Ford. He gets a soccer inside 50. The half volley's not bad. Bailey a soccer kick, but it's not great. Picked off from Jack Crisp in the centre position of the back 50 and across now to Perryman. So what I meant by background. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like background of like my parents or something, like actual ethnic background. So I thought you meant like you were just intrigued by a few of the background items. Kitty's kick not great there. But they'll get a forward 50 stoppage here, the Lions. You never know, Reef, mate. Players can have big quarters. Cameron grabs out of the ruck, dispossessed. Ashcroft a quick kick, touch ball. Oh, Quaynor misses the spoil. Cameron, clean hands. Will Ashcroft now. Don't tell me. Oh my God. What is with this guy with goal of the year contenders, I tell you? What a goal. That's a superb finish. Non-preferred if you don't mind as well. Goal of the night. But you've got to give Charlie Cameron his flowers there. That was a beautiful quick hand pass to feed him. Some finish. Yeah, Quaynor's a bit interesting. Like I think his 2023 season, he was outstanding in the premiership year and All-Australian squad. And I thought he was just going to go to the next level, but he's still very contributive, but he hasn't really progressed. I think he's just sort of stagnated his form. But I mean, that spoil attempt's pretty pathetic. He's completely missed the ball. Yeah, exactly right. Now, make sure you like and subscribe, lads, if you've just joined or if you're enjoying the stream. Ball back in the middle here. Ned Long toe pokes it forward. Collingwood the centre clearance, but it's just not a great entry. No one's home. 𝗪𝐻𝐿𝐿, the Irishman, mops it up, the former Saint, towards the wing. And it's a good-looking kick from Revel. Ed Allen keeps his feet, though, and a quick hand passed along. And now Collingwood can go back the other way. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 holds it up. Hands it here. Can't be fumbling there. Beau McCree coughs it up. Turnover. Darcy Wilmot, bit of a nothing hand pass into a contest of plays. Bailey coughs it up as well. Back and forth here. 𝐓𝐿𝐿. Who can be the cleanest in this passage of play? That's not a great hand pass either. Clean pick up from Allen. He plays for the high, but he's not going to get it. Umpire's not buying that one. It sort of rolled up, that tackle to be fair, but, you know, those ones can be paid. Yeah, I mean, last year he was quite solid, didn't he? Finished pretty high in the best and fairest. Darcy Fort, nice hit out there. Bailey dispossessed. Fort, nicely done. 𝐷𝗫𝐿𝐿. And a measure kick, beautiful one to find 𝘮ockie Neal. He will now play on. Drop a kick short. He's been fighting hard, Logan Morris, to win these possessions up the ground. Lever Ashcroft back here to 𝘮ockie Neal. We'll reload here. Who can fly? Big Sam Draper all over it. Yeah, geez, he's been flying for plenty of balls so far this first half. And gets a nice grab inside 50. I mean, I think Quaynor had somewhat of a slow start to his career as well. I felt he was a bit of a liability in his early years. High draft pick too, but he's definitely built into a important player in the back six. Sam Draper, can he goal here? Surprised he's not going for a snap. Jeez, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. No, terrible. Out in the full. Should have went for a snap. Josh Dacos to bring it back into play. So goal kicking really let them down, Brisbane, this quarter. Pies got those two snags in a row. And in terms of Brisbane scoring, it's been 3 goals, 3. to 2 goals won so far. Anyway, now Collingwood work the ball nicely here to find Membry up the ground. Corridor kick, it's on. Just marked from Brandon. I can't tell who that is. I think that's Maynard. Josh Dacos now. That's a better looking kick, but really well read there from Jasper Fletcher, excuse me. And the hand pass from Levi Ashcroft was a bit too quick there for Dane Zorko as he fumbles and the ball goes over. I mean, that's just a terrible ball drop. Definitely fatigue plays a part, though. You question how some AFL players ball drop so bad. Like, this is what they should be good at. But I think fatigue definitely plays a part. Will Ashcroft bursting his way through. He gets the clearance. A high ball up. But they've got the 2-on-1 in their favour. Billy Frampton intercept marks and quickly shifts the ball here laterally to side bottom and now gives the handball receive to 𝐼𝐚𝐴 𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐿. That's a good kick. Finds Rowan Steele. Goal to his name in this second term. 3:45 to play here, so Collingwood want to try and get a response here. Can they with this inside 50? But Josh Dacos kick too ambitious. And Darragh Joyce gets at ground level to carry that one over. Wouldn't mind seeing 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 return for the Lions tonight. Played the first 2 games, and I thought he might be a chance, but obviously they preferred Joyce over him. Bit of ZZ top. Block free here. So Collingwood definitely, throughout this second term, have been getting a bountiful amount of calls go against them. I suppose if it's there, it's there. Draper puts Joyce another pump with that kick, but Ashcroft there to help out. But the kick's not really great. Leicester almost marks it, even though he wasn't even in front position. But Collingwood are back here. McCreary. Been a bit fumbly tonight, but McCreary needs to get the grip on his mitts. Nick Dacos watching on. Yeah, Brisbane really gunning ascendancy around the ball. 12 clearances to 6 in their favour. Draper grabs out of the ruck, gives it to Zorko. Back here to Zach Bailey. And they make the hands out of congestion nicely to the lines. Ashcroft, a nicely measured kick. Should have been marked from Kai Lohman. Turn over here. Oh, no. Hand pass goes right to Will Ashcroft instead. Touch ball. And this one will find the boundary again. 2:51 till half time. Well, of course, do the usual stuff we love doing, the footy grid. Might as well do a Sporkle quiz if we've got time to. Craig McRae on the headset. What's he thinking? And Brisbane again work. Well, they did well to work the ball from inside to out, but Rayner just about hand pass there, coughs it up. Now the Pies off the turnover. What can they manufacture? Membry, Steele, can't be fumbling there, but he's able to mop up his own error, but the hand pass not great. Good pressure there from Jared Berry. Ball trickles out, but the umpire blows the whistle first. The ball up it again. Hopefully going well, Zach. Welcome, mate. Yeah, no, that's totally fine, mate. It's been a while since I streamed. I've been a little bit busy and had some technical issues with the Hawthorn versus Sydney stream last time out, so I couldn't stream that game. But now we're back. We'll stream tomorrow night. Good to see you in the chat once again. How you feeling about tomorrow night? You'd expect us to win, to really, hopefully have a good, as the game wears on, I do expect us to flex our muscles and really get on top of the contest, but I think West Coast will definitely give us a crack. 2 in a row, they do have a better form line than us, so that's something you can't deny. 450 stoppage here for Brisbane. Thanks, not happy. Yeah, and we saw earlier Craig McRae really passionately yelling out at his players on the bench too. So both coaches under the pump a bit. Josh Dacos starting to find a bit of footy. So if you're in the chat, Reef, I tell you, starting to rack it up. Jeremy Howe over the top here to Ed Allen. Quaynor provides the run. Side bottom. Oh, bang, Kitty Coleman. What a crunching hit as McCarry bloody freezes the wrong time. Clean hands from Dunkley. Rayner in board. To Will Ashcroft just quickly hacks it on the shoot. Turnover. Good smother there from Lipinski. Coleman soccer back the other way. Levi Ashcroft now. Can the brother kick a nuts goal? Oh, hits the post. Jeez, that would have been special. Side bottom under the pump here. Yeah, that was a nasty tackle he received. Let's see this again. Just a brilliant tackle. Hospital hand pass, so. I mean, I think that was from 𝐴𝐴, just a loopy hand pass. Yeah, those ones, that will definitely leave a mark or two. Especially with the old side bottom, 34, 33-year-old body. He'll be feeling that one in the morning. Hopefully side bottom's okay, just in the ends of trainers now, so he'll come off. Going to the Good Friday match tomorrow. Good mate Park, yeah, he's had a good start. Now, I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about, like, your actual friend named Parker, like, watching the game with him, fair enough. But if you're talking about, like, Luke Parker, give me over Luke Parker in your profile pic, I've got to say, he's had a good start to the season, playing in defence. Can't believe that I'm going to be wearing North singlet. Okay, no, I think you are referring to Luke Parker, then reading the rest of that message. But no, I still got to support him. That's fair enough. Yeah, no, he's been very good to start off the year. Definitely finding it, rejuvenating his career certainly a bit in defence. Yeah, geez, Sidebottom's still feeling it. He's on the ground now. Well, minute to play here. Anyway, quickly play on here, the Pies. That's a better kick to find Hayes. Can he get in the game more? Shifts the hands to Ned Long. Can they find something? He's going to go for goals here, Ned Long. And it's no good. Across the face. 5 goals, 3 plays, 9 goals, 8. We want to bring him back into play. Jasper Fletcher. Well, to be fair, as I said just before, like his hand passing is quite good, I think, Ned Long, but like, the kicking can let him down at times. I mean, every player will have a miss for shots for goal, and sometimes Long's a bit more of a hacking kick. They can turn the ball over, but you know, probably was capable of slotting that through. But yeah, kicks can let him down that long. Anyways, half time. 9 goals, 8 plays, 5 goals, 3, 62-33. Brisbane really gaining control of this game. Good second quarter from them. They ended up winning the quarter by 8 points. I think it was 21 points at quarter time. But yeah, they're really now starting to gain ascendancy on this contest. They've been good around, much better around the ball. Won the clearances in that second term. And again, similar to the first quarter, I think there's been quite simply a gulf in quality from both teams going inside 50. The Pies have sort of made it look hard work at times, moving the ball. And they were able to snap 2 quick ones in a row. But I think, yeah, Brisbane's still looking like clearly a 5 goals better sign as the scoreline does justify. But no, Collingwood will still believe they're in the game. As we all know, they never give in this side, and they can still, as we did state earlier, kick goals in a flash for sure. Anyways, we'll see the stats for the quarter, or the half I should say. 31-26 inside 50, so it's not really that massive of a difference, but yeah, definitely seeing the quality of difference with the inside 50s. As we take a look, 10 marks to 1 inside 50, that's absolutely one-sided. That's yeah, probably the biggest tail. And yeah, no, Brisbane really gaining control of the stoppage clearances, 16-7 their way, 23-16 clearances in total their way too. And yeah, as we all know, they can control the ball really well. Have the game on their terms with 209 disposals to 155 their way. Yeah. 31-26 inside 50s. Contested ball, 69-41. So yeah, no doubt the absence of Nick Dacos really hurting. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 started off the game well, but faded out as that second term went on a bit. But yeah, the use in the forward half of the Pies, it's been yeah, hasn't been quite there so far this game. They'll work a nice hand pass, then they'll have a bad fumble or a bad place hand pass here or there. So isn't really working for them tonight, but we'll see how they go in the third term if they can recalibrate and sharpen things up a bit more. But yeah, plenty of contributors from Brisbane side of things. Will Ashcroft has had a mighty half of football with 18 disposals and a goal to his name. 𝐼𝐶 𝐎𝐿𝐼 been excellent back there, looking a lot more sharper relative to his first few performances of the season in defence tonight with 11 touches and 5 tackles. Lachie Neale been sharp with 14 as well. Zach Bailey with 13 touches. Jasper Fletcher been pretty neat. Jasper Fletcher, there you go. He's going at 100% with 40 disposals. Wowee. That's something. Dane Zorko 10 touches. Wilmot with 11. Then for Collingwood side of things, Josh Daicos has 13 touches. Houston with 12. De Goey also with 10. Rowan Still's been able to show a few decent moments on the wing. He's got 9 disposals. Have a look at the intercept possessions. 5 for Leicester, 5 for Coleman, 4 for Crisp and Jasper Fletcher. 8 contest possessions for Will Ashcroft leading the game. 6 score involvements for Cam Rayner. 4 inside 50s for Zach Bailey, Josh Daicos and Cam Rayner. Disposal leader is Will Ashcroft with 18. Clearance leader, Zach Bailey with 4. So 29 points at half time. Lions looking in control of this game, but definitely not a winning margin, I'd say. Given Collingwood can definitely flick a switch and get on a surge. But it's going to be tough this second half without one of their best players. And of course, Daicos. And to be fair, Brisbane are still missing some players as well, with McCluggage and Harris Andrews and etc. They're missing a few important figures too. But Brisbane by 29. Just quickly got to go take a whiz, lads. And we'll probably get a footy grid going to pass the time. We're back in a just trying to find the camera. There it is. We're back in a sec. Right, back, lads. Oh, just a bit of fucking cramp in your foot. Zach says, yeah, as I've been friends with her in real life. Okay, no, that's very cool, mate. You know, hopefully has a good game tomorrow at Parksy against the Blues. Oh, plenty of times I bet him last year, Paul. Oh, I mean, tell you what, bets without one of the best players, it was always going to look like they're a bit cooked tonight. I think that's what we're seeing. But still have to go. But, yeah, no, definitely Brisbane in control to win this game well. No. Get a footy grid going. No, hopefully go well, at least from on the stream. Yeah, hopefully your Pies can have a bit of a better third term. But, yeah, geez, I tell you, it's looking like hard work, some of their goals. They're making it look like hard work. Oh, we've got a Brisbane and Collingwood themed grid here, so slow this one up now. So if you're new to streams, we always like to do a footy grid to pass the time at half time. So it's just basically you got to find the matches. So we've got Collingwood and 15 plus finals games, 𝐓𝐴𝐶 teammate, most Brownlow votes, Brisbane grand final player during the 2020s. So there's a lot of options you can go with here, but 15 plus finals games, geez, that's a lot. We'll start with Collingwood and 15 plus finals games. Geez, final, that's a handful. 75 possible answers. I mean, you have to play at least 5 seasons worth of finals to really qualify. Skip that one for now. I mean, there's plenty for Brisbane, it feels like. We'll go... Oh, geez, 15. Let's go Charlie Cameron. 3%. Obviously had a few for Adelaide as well. Grand final player during the 2020s and 15 plus finals games. Grand final player during the 2020s. Would 𝐻𝐿𝐴𝐪 be one? Dogs in 21. Nah, I don't think he would be. Because he would have played, I think he played in the Granny in 21 for the Dogs and then obviously played in those ones for the Hawks. But, yeah, just 15 plus finals games, that's a tough one. That's a lot of finals games. Collingwood and 𝐓𝐴𝐶 teammate. When did he move to Collingwood? I can't quite remember. We'll go with Braden Sear, 1%. Collingwood's and Brisbane 𝐓𝐴𝐶 teammate. We'll go with... I forgot his name. It's something Green. Josh Green, I think that's right. Yep, Josh Green. Grand final player during the 2020s, 𝐓𝐴𝐶 teammate. Or could we go with like a Brisbane player here or something? '21. No. 2022. No. 23. Might just skip that one for now. Collingwood, most Brownlow votes in the team. This is like in a season. Had the most Brownlow votes for their team in at least one season. Yeah, there you go. I mean, Nathan Buckley, Nick Dacos. Hard to go past those two. These are pretty, like... Yeah, it's really hard to have unique answers. I'll just go Buckley. What's the odds he's bloody higher than Nick Dacos? Most Brownlow votes in the team. Just goes like Simon Black. 10%. Grand final player during the 2020s. Most Brownlow votes in a team. Would have Chad. Yeah, Chad's a good guess. All right, Jag Crisp, we'll go back to this one. Grand final player during 2020s. We might as well just pick a simple one if we can't think of a bit more of an obscure one. Ryan Lester. Yep, 4%. Grand final player during the 2020s. So now we're back to the 15. These ones are tricky. And we could just go with like Pendles or something, given his longevity is quite extreme. Now, would have Parker... I'm sure Parker would have played at least 15. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2021, 2022, 2023. So it's like, yeah, surely. Yeah, there we go. Parker, not a bad one. And 15 plus finals games for Collingwood. Jeez, that's a pretty tricky one. 75 possible answers as well. Thinking would have... I don't think Darren Jolly would have played that many. What, 2005, 2006... I don't think Jolly. $15 plus finals games for Collingwood. That is quite a bit. Probably not like Tom Mitchell or something. I'm just going to go Pendlebury, see if I'm right. Yeah, 13. I'll take it, to be honest. It's probably the most popular. At least we complete the grid. All right, so Dacos and Neil were higher than Simon Black and Buckley, so I'll take that. Not a bad grid. I mean, those are pretty tricky ones. Like 15 plus finals games, most Brownlow votes. It's hard to pick low percentage players, especially for the most Brownlow votes. So, yeah, probably one of the more tricky grids we've had in a little while. Not bad at all. Right, well, probably not long until the second half. Still got just under 3.5 minutes. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, lads, if you haven't already. Not far away until the second half. It shouldn't be too long away. About a minute. Jeez, I got a bloody bunch of car races on for a Ben Dixon interview. Was it out front? I'm not too sure. I'm not really around the car racing these days. Well, almost underway for the second half. Players getting back in positions now. 62-33. Oh, I've actually forgot to add a point for the Lions. Side bottom starting on the bench. Looks like he's recovered after that crunching it from 𝐼𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 𝐿𝐴𝐴. Underway for the third term. 𝐼𝐵𝐿𝐴 now grabs the peel. Back to Jared Barry now, Jasper Fletcher. Good pressure here from Collingwood, but Ashcroft does well to stand up in the tackle. Gives it to Jasper Fletcher. Runs into too many Collingwood players, and that's going to be holding the ball. Gives the hands quickly now. Good finding kick there to find McStay. Just outside 50. Now, what can he manufacture? He's going to try and change the angle slightly with his kick, but it's just a poor entry. Bit too ambitious. Bruce Revel in the hole to take the intercept mark. Now Neil at centre half back. Down the spine. A really good kick to Zach Bailey. And the handball receives. Here they come for Brisbane. Bruce Revel. A deep kick. And that's just too easy. End to end there from the Lions. And they find on the end of it Logan Morris. He can go back for another hit. Jeez, what on earth was that kick from Bruce? Was he trying to find Logan Morris? That kick, the ball just basically did like an outswinger to find him. Logan Morris, can he go here? He cannot. Across the face. 9 goals, 9. 5 goals, 3. Houston bring him back into play. Long down the line he goes, Houston. Wilmot gets his mitts on it. Draper back the other way. And Rayner almost grabs it, but wasn't able to take it. Ball to be won here. Ball trickles out. Lohman gets in there. And now we'll have the ball in. But looks like, no, it's going to be holding the ball. And it's going to be against the Pies here. So looks like one player for Collingwood in the back 50 dragged it in. That triggers the hole in the ball call. So, Kyle Lohman can get this out to a 6-goal margin if he kicks truly. Jeez, you can't really see it from that angle who dragged it in. Let's see if we can snag a goal here, Lohman, to make it another. Towards his tally for this evening for his third. 2 goals, 1 tonight. And he kicks it truly. Bit of wobbly kick, but it's home. Brisbane gets another. And the first of the third term goes their way. See this again. I mean, I just can't really see it from that angle. Looks like someone just didn't really attempt to get rid of it and sort of dragged it in the process. Lohmann's got his third. Brisbane really running away with it now. 36-point margin in favour of the home team. I felt this game would be a bit of a contest tonight, but before I started streaming, I only just knew that no 𝐓𝐡𝐞 out, so this just feels not like the most connected Collingwood team, but they're going to keep on having a crack. And just another bad turnover there. And now Brisbane work the hands again. 𝐓𝐡𝐞, long bomb inside 50, a bit of a wobbly kick. Low, Morris gets the front position. Frampton defended it well. Now 𝐶𝐽 gives the hands to Houston and across here to Ed Allen. Chips into space here for McCree. He's got some pace. That's a clever tap in the direction of 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐿. Flicks it back into his favour. Gets the ground ball out across here to Sullivan. And measures a kick. It's just no good. Bit too cute. And it's out the full. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐿 ball. Back now to Darragh Joyce. And it's going to be 50 here against 𝐷𝐿𝐻𝐿. He just didn't come back to the 9-metre line. Now Joyce out across here to Ty Gallop, the youngster. Good looking kick finds Bruce Revel in the wing. I think it's actually pronounced Reveal instead of Bruce Revel. Feels like I'm pronouncing it wrong. Ashcroft now back to Bruce. What can he find? Deep kick inside 50. Who are the Flyers? Oscar Allen in a good spot and takes a great clunk. Against Darcy Cameron too is no easy beat. Gets good positioning there. Takes a nice mark. Oscar Allen really starting to build his form for his 4th goal tonight. Oh, jeez, made a muck of that. Minor score. Ten goals, 10 plays, 5 goals, 3. But, yeah, massive difference in this game. 12 marks inside 50 to 1, Brisbane's way. Kitty Coleman, though, nice intercept mark. Back inside 50 here for the Lions. And it's going to be a push in the back. It's going to be Houston's free. And a bit too cute with a kick. Turnover here. Josh Dunkley's ball. Back the other way. And this one's going to go over for a ball in. Brisbane's 4:50 stoppage coming up. Oscar Allen with the hit out. Houston on this one. Gets the hands out. Just to Howe and he's taken over. Oh, and he hits the hardboard in the process. And he's not happy. And it's actually going to be a free here going Howe's way. So this will get the crowd up and about. So 37 points. Howe in the back pocket. Switches the play to Brayden Maynard. Likes to hand pass to his mates of 𝐶𝐽. Now back to Maynard. And on the wing, Rowan Steele marks. Good looking kick towards half forward. Membry should be marking that ball, but Schultz is there to back up a strange kick decision. He's just going to go for a high snap. 𝐼𝐴 can't take the mark. 𝐬𝐴 𝐿𝐴 gets a high ball up. Who can grab this? Oh, Oscar Allen. He's marking them at both ends of the ground, if you don't mind. That's a nice grab. And we'll look to use the width of the ground to find out on the wing Dane 𝐼𝐴. No, sorry, that's Logan Morris. I can't tell who that is. Yeah, no, it is Morris. Rayner. A good spore there from Perryman. And now Ed Allen gives it across to Perryman. To Josh Dacos. In a good area here to have a good inside 50. Schultz in front position. Brings it to ground. Darcy Fort doing the roving, if you don't mind. 𝐼𝐴's kick smothered. Nicely rove from Leicester and clean hands on the out to find Joyce. Clearing kick towards the wing. 𝐴𝐴 drops his lollies. Charlie Cameron with the break, with the stiff arm. Breaks a tackle. Spins. Just gets the hand pass out. Puts Bruce Revel under the pump. Braden Marner pushes him with ease. Back to Isaac 𝐴𝐴 now. Measures his kick beautifully. Nicely done in the corridor. Josh Dacos for another disposal. Another inside 50 for him. Can they find McStay? He brings it to ground. 𝐼𝐴 is there. Schultz. Clever. Really well done from Lachie Schultz. Breaks the tackle. Nice spin move and he snaps truly. Collingwood netted that. First goal in a little while for the Pies in the first of the third term. Bring it back to 31 points. That's what Schultz is definitely good at doing. Some of those ground level contests in the forward 50. Yeah, nice ability to break the tackle there from Schultz. Kitty just didn't really have the leverage to tackle him well. Yeah, spin move was nice and snapped truly. So back to 31 points. Ball back in the middle. Oh, geez, Neil, a bit too much there. Looks like they were going to win out of the middle and then they cough it up, but ball to be one here. Josh Dacos drags a kick forward. Elliott can't quite get the one-hander. Wilmot. Elliott hunts in hard. Just gets the hand pass out. Ned Long. Nope, twisting, turning. He's under the pump. Breaks a tackle. And now gives it to Josh Dacos. And the kick just a little bit too much for Perryman. He might get on the end of it. Berry's there to arrive. Tunstall and 𝐼𝐴 chasing after it. Tunstall, nice gather. Just keeps it in play for Jared Berry. Inboard here to Kitty Coleman. And they work it, but the ball looks like it's gone out. Was Schultz a good swap for Ginnivan, in your opinion? In mine, he's a more random player. You mean like Schultz more random player than Ginnivan? Yeah, it's a bit strange, that one. You know, paying up for Schultz for a first rounder whilst they gave away Ginnivan for not as much. Oh, look, I think he's you know, his pressure acts and etc. are very important for our Collingwood play, but you know, first round, I still think it is a bit of an overpay for his output. And I think Ginnivan's especially over his time as Hawthorn, he's really turned into more of a, even as you say, more of a complete player, like getting up the ground for his disposals. He's got a good footy IQ. Logan Morris, if you don't mind, bang, he's slotted one from outside 50. Brisbane again, showing some quality going forward, and that's a quality goal. Logan Morris with his second, I'm pretty sure. Craig McRae not really pleased. Yeah, able to get it through an offloading kick. Soccer it forward, Morris. Yeah, he's had a solid game, like really getting out the ground, showing some good work rate. Getting those tough disposals up the ground. And that nice little pick up. Wraps around his right and kicks beautifully from outside 50. I think Schultz is better defensive-wise. Yeah, hard to disagree with that. Yeah, definitely shows some good pressure, but Yeah, it still feels like a first rounder, geez. You know, those real team defensive forwards, you know, those are sort of your role players in a way. Like a first rounder for a role player, he's probably not the most classiest player, that's safe to say, 𝐓𝐿𝐴, but I don't know, he's an important player to them. Anyway, another inside 50 for Brisbane, and well, Dunkley basically spoiled the ball and all our, I think it was 𝐓𝐴 to market, so I'll lock it in here, the Lions. Agree with Jenny. No, glad enjoying this stream, Tori. You know, he had a big second half against my Swannies too. He was quite the first, but really got going. Oh, clean hands from Lohman now. Levi Ashcroft, a high centering ball. Maynard under this one's got to be paid. And just a quick little chipping kick inboard to find 𝐼𝐴. He's starting to quieten up a bit. Now Maynard across to Isaac 𝐓𝐴. Back now here to, I think that's Josh Dacos, can't quite tell. No, it's Maynard. Still side bottom, back out there after the crunching hit he copped from Kitty Coleman. Side bottom long down the line. 𝐼𝐴, really strong hands. The youngster. Back here now. And Brisbane will look to maybe switch it up, and they will. Joyce across to Kitty Coleman. Yeah, he's looking a lot more comfortable out there, Kitty. The first few games of the season, he definitely showed some rust. And I think with a few outs like Ainsworth and etc., it makes sense he's playing full-time defence tonight. Lever Ashcroft in board here to 𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐴. Hasn't missed a game since debuting, so he's got the 𝐴𝐿𝐴 treatment a bit. He's also a player that hasn't missed a game since debuting too. And turned into a really, really good player, 𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐴, no doubt about that. Morris flies, good ball from 𝐿𝐴. Berry, floating hand pass only as far as Perryman. Looks like he got a bit of holding treatment on him. I know, Jared Berry's ball. Okay. Oh, geez, bit of a wobbly kick inside 50 there. Ball to be won, though. Maynard just clears away. Oh, don't know what that was from Draper. He tried to interfere somewhat, but did it illegally. Darcy Cameron's ball. Oh, 7 more. Surely he does, Reith, mate. Maynard now. Membry brings it to ground. Steele out to here to Hayes. Having a quiet night, Hayes. Can he have a nice kick here? That looks good. Finds to go in. He's definitely capable from this range. Yeah, I wonder what the real decision was for Ginnivan, for wanting them, allowing Ginnivan to go. Maybe it was a bit of a distraction or something. I think it was something like that. That's why he left. 𝐴𝐿𝐴. And slots it. Just needed that. He's got his first. Had a good first quarter 𝐴𝐿𝐴, and that's exactly what he needs. Keeps going, then he's off to the bench. 7 goals, 3 plays, 11 goals, 10. So at least a positive from Collingwood side of things is they're showing some efficiency. Got to take your chances. And no, nice use there from Hayes to find 𝐴𝐿𝐴. Pretty neat kick there. Yeah, it was a crunching hit as well, Troy. That's one of the best hits I've ever seen was one in the NFL. It was like it was sort of similar. It was like a hospital ball, and the running back tried to catch it, and he just got absolutely flattened by one of the defenders. Ashcroft sent a clearance, but no good. That kick picked off. And that's a nice kick in the corridor to find 𝐵𝐴𝐿𝐴. So can they get a bit of energy again? The Pies inside 50 again. High ball. Can they find a mark? McStay, sticky hands. Oh my God! What's he doing? Oh, was he told to play on? What's going on? Was he told to play on? Because he surely was. I mean, that's just amateur if he didn't even need to play on. Cross. Anyway. Gallop long down the line. Good hands from Bruce against Steele. Anyway, he'll go long down the line. Oh, the Flyers Houston paddles it to ground level. Ashcroft comes crashing through. Stands up in the tackle. Now Lincoln McCarthy around the corner. High ball. Should be mopped up here by Steen, and it is. It's about to be, as I was about to say Steele. I did say that earlier in the stream. I feel like I'll get Steen and Steele a bit mixed up. And of course, you got Steele side bottom too. So got a few Steels and Steens in this Collingwood side. Jasper Fletcher. Good intercept mark. Just a bit of a bad kick as well. It's a high ball to an outnumbered contest. Kitty Coleman in the back 50 now. Long switches on. Jared Bear on the end of this. Yeah, to Dunkley. And now across here to Ryan Lester. So just slowing things down a bit here. The lines, and now we'll go long. Collingwood, a good spot here to get a bit of bounce from half back here. The runners, Josh Dankos gives to 𝐵𝐸, has plenty of pace. Deep kick, does it get over the top of the 𝐵𝐸? It does. Chance for Collingwood to get another goal here. Yeah, you could definitely tell that they're able to get a bit of an opportunity as soon as Josh Dankos got the ball. They're out the front of that wave of Brisbane forwards, and 𝐵𝐸 was also on the handball receive. Good looking kick. Out the back. Tim 𝐵𝐸, and a chance for 2 in a row here. So, a bit of momentum heading Collingwood's way. You think he'll go here? Tim 𝐵𝐸 for, I believe this would be his first goal of tonight. 4 goals last week against the Giants, and slots it home. So margin back to 25 points. Definitely, it's only 4 goals. Only 4 goals. So margin 25 points, 8 goals, 3 plays, 11 goals, 10. How about that for a scoreline? Definitely a golf in quality of goal kicking, that's safe to say. So they are winning the quarter, Collingwood. 3 goals straight to 2 goals 2. Steen in the ruck. Level little tap to Josh Dankos. But he couldn't keep control of the ball. Brisbane win it back. Rayner now inside 50. Couldn't take the mark there. Oscar Allen, Maynard crushing through with a good intercept. Well done from Ed Allen. Was able to keep the ball in his vicinity. Josh Dankos now having a good quarter 2 and 3 to Steen. And now a bit of run and carry here from Collingwood. Ed Allen. That's a nice kick to find Jordan 𝐼𝐸. Oh, okay. I reckon he could be a chance here to 𝐼𝐸 if he really gets onto it. See if we could slot this for a second of the quarter. Yeah, a bit too ambitious, but he will at least set it up. Draper's there again. Who's at ground level here? 𝐵𝐸 gives the hands. Ned Long gets his arms up with a nice hand pass. Sullivan, bit of a nothing one. Will it work out? Whoop, tunnel ball there. Goes through Logan Morris's legs, and he'll be tackled with ball in hand. Umpire's ball. 4:11 to go here till 3/4 time. Collingwood 2 in a row. 25 points the margin. Both rucks go at it. 𝐓𝐶 at the back of the stoppage to mop things up. Twisting, turning, trying to find an exit option. And we'll just go down the line here to a contest of players. Perriman taken over by Logan Morris. Will ball it in. Yeah, he's looking pretty vocal out there tonight, Craig McRae. Draper and Steen. Draper, a nice little tap there in the advantage of 𝐓𝐿𝐴 𝐻𝐿 to 𝐸𝐿𝐼 to Bailey. And down the line they go. Spore was good from 𝐷𝐿𝐴. Ned Long now on the end of this one. Inboard here to Maynard. They have to work the hands here quick. The pressure from Brisbane was too strong. Ashcroft over the top to find Logan Morris. He's just going to be paid the mark. Well, it looks like the Pies are on the out there, but Brisbane just brought a rave of about, 3 or 4 players to swarm Maynard there and force them into a bit of a poor turnover, and Brisbane go back the other way. They've been good off the turnover tonight on the lines. Yeah, that's just a mark, I'd say. Oh, Logan Morris can go back, kick another. Kicked a beauty from outside 50 earlier this quarter. Chance for his third. And to get a bit of a settler here for Brisbane and get the game back over 30 points. Logan Morris. And drags it across to the left, minus score. So 11 goals, 11 plays, 8 goals, 3. Now to Perryman. Plays on now. We'll go long down the line here. Who are the flyers? Sam Draper. Been busy in the air tonight. Gives the hands now to 𝐸𝐿𝐼. Quick kick in the corridor. Looks okay for 𝐼𝐶 𝐿𝐴. Well done from Hayes, the youngster, getting his in the way to intervene. And now Collingwood can bounce from the back half here again. Sullivan's kick over the top will work here for Ed Allen, but on his tail is Lever Ashcroft with a great tackle. Turnover here. Jasper Fletcher to mop it up. A kick back and board. Lohman can't hold the mark. Side bottom out there. Gives the hands to 𝐷𝐿𝐴. Now to Dan Houston. Gives the hands again to Chris. Breaks a tackle. Wants to get it back in the corridor with a very ambitious kick, and it works. To Steen, to McCreary. Nice build here for Collingwood, and it's a chance for Lipinski. Streaming into goal. The kick is across the face. He had a bit of time there to really slot that through and take his time, but no good there. Minute 40 to play here. Looks like Brisbane will just want to try and take the air out of this quarter, not mess around. Joyce to Fletcher to Levi Ashcroft, excuse me. Levi will just go long down the line here. Spore comes from Oscar Allen. Ball in. Ashcroft. Yeah, Coleman's been quality tonight. And the Ashcrofts combine. Will goes to Bailey. Beautiful corridor kick now. They have some time either lines. 𝐸𝐿𝐼's kick inside 50. Beautiful. I tell you, you blink and Brisbane can manufacture some quality ball movement. How about that from Dane 𝐸𝐿𝐼? Lovely kick inside 50. Hopefully going well, sports fan. Subscribe to your YouTube channel, legend. Thanks very much. I support the Fremantle Knockers and AFL Perth Scorchers. Not really much of cricket myself, but no, good to hear. But yeah, going to be a big game for the Dockers tomorrow night. I think they're a good chance against Adelaide. They've got a few out. They'll start the season quietly well, 2-1. Logan Morris, 2 goals, 2 this game. Can he make it his third? And he's hit the post once again. He's just dragged it too far to the left. So that's a minor skill. Definitely keeping Collingwood in the game with this goal kicking. 11 goals, 12 plays, 8 goals, 4. Houston, not much else to do with 9 seconds. Just long down the line. So Pies better in this quarter. Showed a bit more energy with moving the pill. And Bailey. Oh, that runs out of time. Yep, 11 goals, 12. 8 goals, 4. Margin, it's only 26 points, but definitely the concern, and it has shown tonight for Collingwood. Are they capable of kicking a big score? definitely lacking some quality and cohesion in that forward line tonight. But it is only 26 points, so we'll see what happens. Oh, no, sorry. Well, no, that's been counted, I think, as a behind. So it'll be 27 points the margin instead. 11 goals 13, 8 goals 4. How about that for a difference? You're a Swans fan? Yeah, no, pretty big Swans fan. Nothing much better than the old Sydney Swans, that's safe to say. Anyways, three-quarter time, inside 50s, 46-39. Clearances in control of the Lions. Plus 14, and yeah, it's been a bit of a midfield pasting tonight. I think Collingwood have just had to rely on some quick ball movement from the back half and catch out Brisbane goal side like they did with that Tim Memory goal. And as we've stated, a lot of their goals have looked hard work tonight. Like, you know, some misplaced hand passes and some fumbles here and there, but I think they're battling okay with their outs. But at the same time, Brisbane's still got plenty of important outs too, but it just goes to show the depth of their squad is fantastic. Almost plus 40 in the contested ball Brisbane's way, 14-4 marks inside 50. So definitely a goal from quality going inside 50 for either side, but it's a bit strange how the more quality team going inside 50 has got 11 goals 13. And the side with only 4 marks inside 50 has 8 goals 4. There you go. I suppose, how it works sometimes. But no, definitely Collingwood lifted. Showed a bit more intensity. Got a bit more running carry going. But yeah, it's really the same old. It's just the usual long bombs inside 50. And it's sort of like they're going inside 50. They almost stop. And it's like a roadblock situation where they just lose a lot of flow. And as we say again, a number of fumbles and misplaced hand passes will let them down at times, and a few sloppy disposals going forward too. So, yeah, it still remains an issue. The connection going inside 50 for the Pies, even when they beat the Saints and start the season on an okay note. The scoring prowess is definitely an issue in this team, and it's definitely showing tonight, even with or without Daicos. So that's safe to say. But yeah, definitely no Daicos for them is hurting a bit of their flow tonight. After going well at the best. Take a look at the stats for three-quarter time for the players' point of view. Just got my fan on, by the way. When you've got a light on and you've got your computers and monitors on, it gets a bit hot in here. So, I don't think the fan's that bad. It's probably just a bit of noise. Will Ashcroft, he's had a mighty afternoon. 25 touches, 5 clearances. Yeah, plenty of it. Dan Houston with 22, the highest for Collingwood. He's shown some nice disposals. Levi Ashcroft's had a lot of it too with 22. So yeah, the youngsters for Brisbane finding plenty of the ball. Jasper Fletcher with 21. And then he's still got the old man Dane Zorko with 17 touches. Lockie Neal with 17. Josh Dunkley, 17 touches too. 0 tackles for Josh Dunkley. How about that? That's quite unusual, I might say. Josh Daicos with 20. Hit outs, Darcy Cameron with 17. Draper with 9. So yeah, Steen and Darcy Cameron still doing the hit out work with each other. But I think, yeah, this week we're seeing Darcy Cameron have a lot more ruck contest, I'd say, compared to last week against the Giants. But yeah, he's still been somewhat quiet around the ground, Cameron, just the 6 touches. And yeah, Steen, the young ruckman, only 50% time on ground. Darcy fought somewhat the same with 57 and then 70% for time on ground for Sam Draper. Clearances, 5 for Will Ashcroft, having a great night. Met his gain leader, Josh Daicos, with 568. And yeah, 5 tackles for Kitty Coleman. He's looked fantastic tonight, really sharp, and been liking some of his disposal. 16 touches for his name. But yeah, margin, 27 points, basically the same at 3 at halftime. But plenty of goal contributors tonight for Brisbane, even though they've kicked 11 goals, 13. 2 to Morris, 1 to Ashcroft, 3 to Oscar Allen. Ling McCarthy's got 1, Kyle Lohman. Dane Zorko, let's remember, got 1 in the first term too. Yeah, Jez, it feels like this margin could be a lot bigger. Brisbane have definitely left a few out on the table. Good lift, but I can't see us kicking us winning score. Darcy Cameron's been average. Yeah, and I think, yeah, again, like Steen probably lowers his output a bit. Oops, sorry about that. Anyways, underway for the final term. And I think also the centre bounce ruck rules do hurt him a bit because he's not really a jumper. Underway for the 4th term. And Morris, oof, good mark right away. Where do they get the best plays from? Talking about Brisbane or Collingwood, I mean. Yeah, Brisbane definitely. You've been fortunate with the father-sons with the Ashcroft brothers. But, I mean, Collingwood as well, the father-sons too, with Darcy Moore and Nick Dacos, and both aren't playing tonight, so. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the alternate reality, if there was no academy and father-son, how different teams would look, especially with the Northern State sides like the Swans as well. Anyway, no mistake there for Logan Morris. He's got another. Brisbane get an early goal. I think the thing as well, Paul, is like it's so hard for this. I think it's easily one of the most like imbalanced leagues in world sport, and I think a lot of it is the geographic location where you've got eight Victorian teams that barely travel, and then you have the Northern States that get these draft concessions. So I think there's just advantages for every side really, and some more overpowered than others in the minute, like Gold Coast with how good they've been plucking out the academy players in the draft as of late. And then you've got the poor Giants in the Met Christ. I mean, they get all of the Riverina region. That's a very, very good region for footy down in Albury, etc. But they just haven't been striking any luck with great academy players at the minute. Will they get the next Wayne Carey or something perhaps? Because I think he was from Albury. Might be wrong. I know he's from Riverina. Anyway, 𝐓𝐿𝐴 Neale gets the centre clearance here. Oh, geez, a bit of a dumb kick. Works for Zach Bailey. Houston off his man a bit. Watching on 𝐚𝐤 𝐎𝐥𝐝. There's bloody Will Ashcroft's dad just hiding up in the grandstand again. He did that last year. Been epic the clearances tonight. Yeah, no, a lot of depth, Troy. And you got to remember, like 10 years ago, they were another side that just had a lot of players plucked away from them. Sort of similar, the Giants have really copped that and stuff. Another goal to Brisbane, really run away with it now. And 39 points it is. I was hoping to not be a bit of a close game, but it isn't to be tonight. Yeah, it's been a midfield smashing. That's safe to say. And Houston's faded. Not Houston, sorry. DeGoey's faded in and out of the game. Long's been quiet. They cannot afford Dacos going having an Errol Goulden injury. I mean, Christ. If that's the case, my God, they just look like a completely different team. I mean, regardless, it's hard to play Brisbane in Brisbane. Anyway, ball back in the middle here. Steen up against Darcy Fort. Clean pickup from 𝐓𝐿𝐴 Neale. Ashcroft, quick hands. Darcy Fort jams it on the shoe. Another centre clearance. That's 3 in a row for Brisbane. McCarthy versus Perryman. Perryman wins out this time. Non-preferred kick's no good. Kicking has been so inconsistent from the Pies tonight. Berry gives it to Dane Zorko, the magician. Quick inside 50. Oh! No, it's going to be free to Jeremy Howe. I thought that was a mark for Cam Rayner for a sec. Marked the ball when he was lying flat on the ground. Maynard out to 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Can't hold on. Dropping free his way, though, against Kitty. Yeah, that's right. Wagga Wagga. That's the one. Yeah, I think that would have actually been paid a mark from Rayner. But, yeah, free to Jeremy Howe. I know, yeah, well, Howe back there. Now 𝐓𝐡𝐞 on the wing goes towards the 50. Fort and Berry. Maynard. Josh Dacos under the pump. Great tackle, holding the ball. Well, there's Josh Dunkley's first tackle. We said at three-quarter time he's yet to get a tackle for this game, and what a way to do it, on the ball. Yeah, he's been so hit and miss last few years, Paul, and I mean those injury woes continue to creep up for him. Ashcroft to 𝐓𝐴𝐤𝐼, and now to Leicester. Just going to go now towards half forward, inside 50. Who can fly for this? Rayner. He wasn't even in front position and plucks it still. Always a powerful player in the air. Jeez, it's... Look at that score. Look at the scoreboard, though. 13 goals, 13, 8 goals, 4. 26 scoring shots to 12. People stop going to the football if front of the Lions wins all the flags. I tell you, I probably shouldn't have ended up going to the grand final then in 24. Oh, geez, that was a tough afternoon. Cam Rayner. Another miss. 14 behinds for the Lions. Margin exactly 40 points. Houston bring it back into play. And it's a bad kick, turnover. I mean, they just have to really roll the dice with something. Dane 𝐓𝐴𝐤𝐼 intercept marks, and back here to Kitty Coleman. Oh, he's a good player, Kitty. You got to love him. Well, Ashcroft. It's just crazy to feel like they're without McCluggage, let's remember, Brisbane. It's just, oof. Geez, their team is stacked. Nicely done from Perryman, good composure. But Ashcroft, bang, great tackle on Josh Dacos. I think he just got the hand pass away. Jack Crisp now. Go long down the line here to Darcy Cameron. Did well to hold on to the mark. Back with the fly. Resting forward, Cameron. Will just set up a kick. It's just not a great kick. 𝐷𝐿𝐼 wasn't really in an advantageous position to win that one. Good mark from Leicester. Very underrated player. I think one of the most underrated players in the league, Ryan Leicester. He's had a good start to the year too. Gee, 17 marks inside 50 to 4. One-sided. Free here to Brisbane, pushing back. Good call, thanks. Got to subscribe. Oh, I appreciate it, Troy. If you had enough, sounds like you are giving that message. Take care, mate. Enjoy your night. Oh, yeah, no, you said ciao at the end. There you go. Anyway, long down the line. Good spoil from 𝐼𝐚𝐴. Ball goes over. Well, I'm pretty sure the AFL fund every AFL team. I think some clubs more than others, like, you know, West Coast, etc. I think some of the lowest because they're one of the richest clubs in the league. Yeah, I think you can search it up. But yeah, there's sort of the estimate figures of what clubs get paid or funded and paid each year from the AFL. 𝐼𝐚𝐴 kick is smothered. And 𝐓𝐡𝐞 over to Josh Dacos. He's kept on running Josh Dacos. I think been one of Collingwood's best for sure. Another ball in. Looks like 𝐶𝐿 starting kicking over in Brisbane. Ball in here. Draper grabs out of the ruck against the young Steen, and 𝐓𝐴𝐤𝐼 just hacks it forward towards a one-on-one. This one will go over with the last touch rule. Yeah, sounds good, Reef. I'm sure Josh Dacos is hit 25 already, so he might be good. Houston now, corridor kick. It's risky, but Howe is able to stand in the hole and quickly give the hands here to Elliott. Over the top to Hayes. Oh, loses his footing. Bit fumbly there, Neil. To 𝐼𝐴𝐿. Back to 𝐓𝐴𝐤𝐼. And we'll just settle here to Cam Rayner. Now to Jared Berry. Plays on now. Good kick. Lincoln McCarthy. Make sure to stay tuned to the channel though, lads. Tomorrow night, the Swans versus the... Oh no, sorry. I keep thinking it's Friday. Saturday night, Swans versus Eagles. Bruce Revel, it's the post. Jeez, how many times have the Lions at the post tonight? That's the thing with the Easter weekend. You think, you know, the Thursday's the Friday. Josh 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝. It's the short kick to find Jack Crisp. Back here to Josh 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝. Low flat kick. Towards a one-on-one. 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐥𝐝 breaks free to 𝐵𝐴𝐿𝐼, bursting through, and they'll get them out the back here again. The Pies. It's going to be front on contact against 𝐵𝐿𝐼. Free here to Dan McStay. Should goal here, you'd think. Left foot snappy. Started well, McStay kicking 2 goals in the first term. And he snaps truly against his former side, let's remember. Margin back to 35 points. So then McStay with another to his tally for the night. 35 points the margin. 9 goals 4 to 13 goals 15. All back in the middle here. Both rucks jump at it. Draper reads it best. Grabs out of the ruck. Bailey bursting through. Gives the hands to Kyle Lohman. Just gets the kick away. And it's going to be a high contact free here against Bowman Curry as he kicked. So Lohman's going to line up for a goal here once again. Again, the Brisbane's power from the centre bounce. It's been quality tonight. Getting out the front, streaming inside 50, and Lohman wins a free there. Kyle Lohman kicks on its way and kicks truly. So back over 40 points. Logan Morris, not Logan Morris, Kyle Lohman kicks truly. So that is goal number 3 for Kyle Lohman, 3 for Allen, 3 for Lohman, and 3 for Morris. Yeah, no, it's going to be a rough night for them, Jack. Few important players out, to be fair. 𝐓𝐴𝐥𝐝 their best player, more important key defender, and I think Pendles definitely gives them a bit of class and can control the game through his disposal. But yeah, you got to remember Brisbane still have some key outs too. Lohman's a gun, such a flog. Yeah, I mean, just that prelim last year was doing push-ups in front of the Pies cheer squad. Oh, geez, and it broke my heart in 24 when he was taking hangers over Dane Rampy in the granny, right in front of my eyes. It's a good play, though. And it's a great 2021 draft from Brisbane too. Lohman and Wilmot, both their first-round picks that draft. Now, when Pies back the other way, McStay's going to get another goal here as he marks inside 50. For his 4th. And his goal. Just saw a young lad with a Swans Guernsey on the sitting in the Brisbane cheer squad. That's good to see. Going for goal in the minute. Shout out to Dockers from Scotland. I hope they go well, Fox, mate. Yeah, big game for Freo tomorrow night. Up against the Crows in Adelaide. Yeah, no, it's quite a few. Yeah, you include West Coast, but yeah, like some big clubs not looking so great this year. Yeah, Collingwood have gone average 73 points from their last 12 matches. I mean, this is always a big issue for them. They on paper they don't really have the most potent forward line. And yeah, 𝐓𝐴𝐶 Fort clearly crossing the line there. Steen gives the quick hands to Josh Dacos. Inside 50 to 𝐴𝐥𝐝, can't quite take it. Now Leicester around the corner. Dunkley, tap is clever to Rayner. Back to Dunkley. Back to Levi Ashcroft. Finding plenty of the ball again, just like last week, Levi. That's a good kick. Finds Zach Bailey. Corridor kicks on here to 𝐴𝐴𝐶 Fort. Charlie Cameron. Nope. Hand passes to himself and now goes by foot. Wobbly kick. Goes through side bottom's legs. Lohman over the top to Bruce Revel. Can he settle here? He's going to cut back onto his right. Lower the kick. It's beautiful. Nope, not paid a mark from Jasper Fletcher for some reason. Must have been touched. Yeah, Wilmot should easily get two, you'd think. Ashcroft, quick kick. Works for Logan Morris. Drops the ball. Toe poke, clever. How about that? Zach Bailey goals. Nice little toe poke there afloat. And Zach Bailey on the end of the clever assist there from Logan Morris. Bruce got another as they hit the ton. Margin 41 points. Dangerous play, Zach Bailey. There's been some talk about he could be a genuine chance of leaving via free agency if Brisbane can't match it financially. Such a good player. Ball back in the middle here, 105 to 64. Steen wins the hit out, nicely done. Josh Dacos coughed the ball up, holding the ball. Good pressure from 𝐴𝐴𝐶 Fort. I mean, some of Fort's follow-up work is fantastic too for the big man. Inside 50 again here for the Lions. Neil roves it beautifully well. Snap around the corner. Can he get on the scoreboard? He can't. Snap falls short. 𝐓𝐿 rushes it over for a minor score. Quickly plays on from the kicking, gives it to Braden Maynard and goes with a wobbly. Geez, some of Maynard's kicking tonight. She's been a bit wobbly. Repeat entry here for Brisbane. Plenty of Lions players go up for that. Steen gives the quick hands to Long. Oh, that was no good. And to be fair, he was tackled in the process, so that's why the hand pass didn't look so great. Neil, the 1-2 with Jared Berry running out of tarmac, so he'll have to settle and go back here to Leicester. Now to Dane Zorko. Quick kick here to Will Ashcroft, and on his non-preferred, will lateral the ball out wide here to Jasper Fletcher. And yeah, just too easy there for Brisbane. Uncontested options everywhere. Bruce Revel, does he go bang here from outside 50? Bruce Revel having a sneakily good game again tonight. Can he go bang? He can, I tell you. What a kick. Oh, the crowd will get up and about for him. Cult figure, of course, as Brisbane get their 16th. Looks like they're not done yet. 8:36 to play. 16 plays 10 goals for. So 112 plays 64. Cameron and Fort in the middle again. Ned Long. And pass could have been a bit better there. 𝐓𝐴𝐞𝐞. Clever check side kick to the wing. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐻. Fletcher. Back to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼𝐴𝐻. Just gets the kick away. Oscar Allen. Oh, what a mark. With the one paw. That's some sort of a grab. He's having a good night. Yeah, he's been good tonight, Oscar. Definitely shown more confidence with leaping in the air. And what's this, for his third or fourth goal? I think for his fourth. Yeah, I think he's going to be, for the long run, a good hand to pick up for them, no doubt about that. Oscar Allen for his fourth. A few said chances of late has let him down. That's not even going to make the distance, but he sets it up to a dangerous spot. Big Darcy Fort, can he get on the score sheet? He can't. Jeremy Howe mops up back here to Jack Crisp. Oh, hands it basically to himself. Great pressure here again from Brisbane. Will Ashcroft, he's going to wear the high tackle. We'll get the hand pass away anyway. Howe, was he without it? Nothing called there. Bruce Revel, good tackle. McCreary, ball up. If we go well, Chloe, Laura, I need Berry to get 7 more disposals. Am I cooped? Hopefully not. Maybe you are. He's not on the bench in the minute. Yeah, 7 touches in 7 minutes. I know if Brisbane maybe chip the ball around the back line, he might get on the end of a few touches, but yeah, maybe he might not get up. Ball in. 5 goals straight to 2 goals straight. It's been a goal from quality tonight. It's been, yeah, it's certainly good to watch Brisbane, even just getting the ball from inside or out their clean hands in the stoppages. Yeah, they've totally schooled the Pies tonight. And granted, they have a few important players out, but yeah, I think these are one of these sort of long-term issues, or recurring issues, I should say, for Collingwood. Their midfield can get smashed, and that's been the case tonight. As McCarthy has somehow marked that, my God. Now he's having a good night, Lincoln McCarthy. Great to see him back playing footy, of course. Missed almost, 2 years with an ACL. Recurring ACLs, I should say. He's going to go back here for, I think, his second. Anyway, 6.5 minutes to go. Lincoln McCarthy should go here. Directly in front. And he does the job. Brisbane's 17th goal. By the way, lads, not much time left. Might as well ask the question. Bottom right of your screens. Who do you reckon your best recruit is? Like a trade acquisition from last year's trade period, do you think will impact the most? I mean, it's hard to go past a player like Charlie Curnow, but you're certainly one of my picks in the pre-season. I mean, I'm pretty big on Will Hayward too, but he's had a bit of a sluggish start to the Blues. He's sort of struggling. And he's not alone, to be fair. Carlton are struggling as a team too. Speaking of Blues, big game for them are against North. Match up well against the Roos. They always seem to beat them in that Good Friday fixture the past couple of years. But can North finally get the chocolates? I think they have a chance, North. They're definitely looking a lot more connected as a team. Showing a bit of pace moving the ball. And I think defensively looked a lot more sound as of late. So, although there is quite a bit of upside for the Blues. Like their first halves have been very good. But, geez, I tell you, these second halves have been shocking. They just basically pack up and go home. Draper, high ball up inside 50. Bunch of Pies defenders spoil, and it's a minor score. Right. 119 points it is for the Lions. Big score. Side bottom. 19-12 in the centre bounce their way. Bad kick from side bottom out the full. Yeah, I think it's one of these sort of games where Brisbane will just lick their wounds. Collingwood will lick their wounds and bounce back the next week. Looking at the next games, Pies, Freo at home, and then, of course, the big rivalry against the Blues, as always. As for... this is Gallagher, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Gallagher's next week, so this will be in Adelaide. against the Dockers, and then Brisbane have got North next week in the gather round, and then they do have, I'm assuming that would be Melbourne back at home. But no, I think Pies will at least get Daicos back in for next week's game. That will definitely help them. And there's sometimes capable these sort of performances, like they have some bad weeks, but you can definitely see him bouncing back. But it still remains a concern. Like, they've really moulded and progressively gotten a lot lower in terms of points for. Like they showed that statistic. They haven't kicked over 100 points since round 17 last year. So that definitely is a concern. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 had a good night, but Membry quite hit and miss with a few of his disposals and efforts. No, that's definitely out of bounds. Elliott just isn't the same so far as what he produced last year too. So, yeah, no, the front half definitely needs to improve. But there are definitely some positives tonight. They showed some threats moving the ball from arc to arc. But, yeah, geez, the connection piece in the front half going forward really let them down tonight. Good spoil there from 𝐷𝐼𝐵 𝐷𝐼𝐵. Oh, Sullivan just absolutely crunched, but somehow got the hand pass away. 𝐷𝐼𝐵 𝐷𝐼𝐵 just back here to 𝐷𝐼𝐴𝑛𝑧 𝐴𝑤𝑘𝐚. Chipping ball, it's a nice one. To find Logan Morris, who's had a big night.